Hello and welcome everybody to Monday Night Legacy here at Card Kingdom Ballard. Uh, I am Tom. I am joined by,
Lee Hung Nguyen.
and we are going to be casting 4 rounds of pretty sweet Legacy here at a weekly.
Mate, I'm so excited for Legacy. This weekend we have the LPS, the Legacy Preservation Series, happening on Saturday. So I'm sure a lot of people are bringing some of their best decks to practice before the weekend comes around.
Exactly.
But also, I'm just excited to see some cool, interesting decks.
Yeah, and I'm absolutely sure that there's quite a few people in this room getting ready for this weekend for the Invitational. Uh, Spirits are high. Everybody wants that flight out to Eternal Weekend.
hmm
Gonna see who gets it, but we're just testing out right now.
Tell me a little bit about the LPS, Tom.
So the Legacy Preservation Series, or the LPS, is a uh, tournament series run by Card Kingdom / Mock Sporting House,
hmm
and it basically is 12 tournaments a year, one every month. Uh, and all the winners of those tournaments get invited to a big invite-only tournament at the end.
Mm.
And along with that, people who do well at these weekly events at Mock Sporting House, Bellevue, or Ballard also get invites. It adds up to 32 people, and then it's a all-out battle for first place, which receives a all-expense-paid trip to Eternal Weekend.
Wow, Total Weekend is probably one of the hottest Legacy tournaments that you could play in North America. They have big, high-stakes Legacy tournaments. It's sort of like a GP for Legacy, right?
It's basically
And
the
Vintage.
like Eternal GP, you know?
I love it.
It
I love
really
it.
is.
And Card
So.
Kingdom's hosting very big tournament that you can get all expenses paid flights. That's really awesome. And I love that Card Kingdom also does these 1Ks every month.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's like really nice having a consistent legacy scene to be competitive in. It's not something that's super common elsewhere in the world, so having it here is fantastic.
Yeah, I came from Sydney where we would have roughly 8 to 10 people playing Legacy each week, while here we get an average of 30 plus, maybe sometimes 50 each week.
Yeah, and even Sydney, their population is huge, right? There's so many
It's
people.
like 25, maybe 28 million,
Yeah, that's a little bit.
which is the same population as California, I think.
Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah.
So we're going to be switching down to the event. Start round one. We're going to have Kelvin Wallace versus Matthew Saxon. Kelvin is on a Alarin build, and I'm not sure what Matthew's on, but we're about to find out.
All right, let's swap over to the match now.
Oh, shuffling up, getting ready.
All right, let's get those names in there.
Yeah, we'll get these names correct real quick. And update it. Oh.
Alrighty, so we know today what Kelvin's on. He's on Spicy Allura build.
Yep.
Matthew Saxon, he's always a mystery guy. We don't know what he's on, but he's
I think it's a pretty solid guess to think he's on Blue Red Delver right
probably
here.
Blue Red Delver. Yeah, he's probably getting ready for the big tournament this weekend.
For sure. Testing out. Blue Red Delver, a fantastic deck, putting up great results every single time. The classic 2-mana 1/3 somehow being a powerhouse in Legacy in Dreadhorde Arcanist.
Yeah, Dreadhorde is like when I saw that guy for like $2-3, I'm like, man, this guy seems really good. People started testing him on Moto, and that guy just Thoughtseize, attack with Dreadhorde, Thoughtseize, attack trigger on the stack. Like that just seems amazing, man.
Mm-hmm. And he casts Brainstorm for free.
And Ponder, yeah.
And Ponder.
It's so
How could you get any better? And then we've got this really sweet Alarin build by Kelvin Wallace. It has the new, I can't remember what its name is, but it's the new hideaway creature from Modern Horizons.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's abusing that and Cabal Therapy as a sack outlet for it.
Cabal Therapy or Cabal Therapist?
Cabal Therapy, not Cabal Therapist.
I was about to say. Yeah, but the hideaway creature comes in tapped. You look at the top 3 or 4 cards or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 4 cards.
4 cards, yep. And then you get to put it in your hand when it leaves.
Yep.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's really good. And then you can just bounce it with that black creature.
Basically, pick it up and down, and also just sack it to a Cabal Therapy.
Yep, yep. So you can see there, Kelvin tried to set up some guardrails with the Strix there, and Matthew just dazed it to oblivion. And now Kelvin's trying to deal with that Dreadhorde Arcanist because he knows how powerful that card is.
Mm-hmm. Notably, Kelvin tapped in a certain order. This way that he tapped, he cast Brainstorm first and then Abrupt Decay, which let him play into a Daze without having a risk because Abrupt Decay isn't counterable.
Oh, that's a good point. Very good point. Yeah, so it seems like we up to these Oh, no, we got the life there, so we don't need to do life. But yeah, you see, Kelvin's already on 12 without any fetches.
Yeah,
And
that's what
Matthew's
blue-red does. It really is kind of just a glorified burn deck, but
with creatures.
it's a very good glorified burn deck.
Oh, Shardless Bug there from Kelvin. It's one of my favorite cards, actually.
Well, we're gonna hit. We rolled a Thoughtseize. I'm not sure that Kelvin even wants to cast that. He probably does.
Yeah, but right,
Taking a hit for 2 does not feel good here.
does not feel good at all. Okay. Oh,
Reveals,
wow.
got a spicy card in there, a Force of Negation along with 2 Force of Wills.
And what's the card that you take away?
Kelvin opts to take the Brainstorm in there, and I think I agree with that. Leaving your opponent with just Forces right here is probably right. Don't really want to take one of the Force of Wills.
And interesting enough, yeah, see, like, he has 1/2s. Can't attack and do the 2/2. And the forces aren't really going to do anything. You can't counter your own spell if you have all counter spells in your hand.
Exactly. Here we see another Shardless hits the Harpy. Harpy is a fantastic thing to hit with this, especially since he already has a different Shardless in play.
Can you tell me what the Harpy does?
The Harpy, when it comes into play, it forces you to pick up another creature.
What kind of creature?
Any kind.
Isn't it a blue creature?
Is it a blue creature?
I think it's a blue creature.
Oh, okay. Alright, the Harpy gets forced, the Shardless lands, the 3-mana 2/2s are okay, according to his opponent.
Yep.
So the
Alrighty.
rip is a Ponder. Fantastic, because it basically adds 2 damage along with just being a Ponder.
Prowess, even being an evergreen mechanic, is fantastic. I love when they made it evergreen.
Blue or black creature.
Yeah, so you can see that we just did a quick check on the Harpy there. Yeah, it makes you... Oh, what a lightning bolt straight to the face. To pump the
Ooh,
team. You're
that's
making
gonna
3
hurt.
falls.
I don't think that's lethal, but it will put Kelvin to 1.
Do you think the line here... I mean, he's pumping straight to the face, right? He's bolting straight to the face.
Yeah.
He's going to force the bolt.
I think he was actually bolting one of the Shardless so that
He
so that he could keep both creatures.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, I wonder if he's bolting the face or the Shardless, but it seems like
Yeah, I think that was going towards the Shardless.
that makes more sense.
The free double kill. Gets forced. Tropical Island, probably not the top deck that Kelvin was looking for.
I mean, right now, Kelvin's on 3. Matthew has a
Yeah.
lot of 3 damage spells.
Kelvin's playing the Avoid the Bolt game right
There
now.
we go.
All right, we got our hideaway creature.
If anyone on chat knows the name of that card, please type it in !card space that name, because I forgot what the name is, but she definitely does Hideaway.
Oh, the top deck land. That is not what Matthew wants to be seeing. I'm pretty sure that Matthew actually has a Force of Negation to hardcast in his hand right now, though, so he does
Yeah.
have access to that.
Plenty of life to spare. He's on 19 still, while Kelvin's on 3.
Yep. Kelvin finds an Alurin, and that's all he needs to win, but I have a feeling that Matthew is holding this Force of Negation for an Alurin.
Definitely. And the great thing about the Force Negation that I forget that it does is it exiles the card. It exiles the card that it counters.
It does. It's a Dissipate.
Yes, exactly. Dissipate. Yep.
Kelvin swings in for 2.
What's the power on this creature?
It's a 2/1.
2/1. Gotcha.
Ooh, and then this is the
Parasite Strix.
yeah, Parasitic Strix drains for 2 as long as you control a black creature when it comes into play.
Feels like a mini Siege Rhino.
Oh, it's fantastic in this deck. For anyone who doesn't know, the combo of Alurin basically revolves around getting out Alurin and then playing Parasitic Strix and Cavern Harpy, and those two together let you infinitely play the Parasitic Strix.
Do you think it was right that Matthew... I mean, he's on 3 lands. That's probably why he exiled the Force to the Force instead of exiling the Force of Negation.
Oh, yeah. I definitely like that line.
But, like, right now, I know that he needs Alurin to win, but he's got a bunch of creatures on board. He's a creature deck.
Yeah, he does have quite a bit, but Matthew really is very close, especially with that True Name top deck. Takes him even closer. True Name gets forced by Kelvin, though. Cannot have that sitting around. And we have Matthew tapped out. Watcher for Tomorrow is the name of that card. Okay.
Thanks for chat for there.
Looks like Kelvin starting to try and end the game as fast as he can. Sending in with 3 creatures is the plan. Oh, Kelvin finds the Alurin. I think he had that off Ponder, set it down, not for the top deck that turn. And it resolves. Matthew had to tap out last turn for that True Name Nemesis, so was not able to hold the Force of Negation up. And I'm sure Matthew is not liking the position he's in right now. He's one creature away from losing this game in a very short amount of time. But he's not quite dead. Still the opportunity for a bolt. Or actually, probably preferably a fork bolt. Got Kelvin doing the continued swinging into the face. And passes the turn.
Yeah, Kelvin's really getting those creature beatdowns going on, isn't he? Wow, they're both on 4 now. That was fast.
Yeah, and that's the power of a deck like Alurin is, even though it's a combo deck, it can just do this, like, creature beatdown thing. It's basically a combo deck full of tutus.
Yeah, but when the luring gets into play, then it's just like, it's bonkers, right?
Yeah. Matthew casting the Ponder, choosing to shuffle. The cards were not with him that time. Let's see if the top card is. It's a Dreadhorde Arcanist off the top, and Matthew will scoop it up for game 1.
I find it crazy that, you know, it's basically any deck that has blue is basically playing Ponder and Brainstorm.
Oh, yeah.
Such a powerful
They're
card.
so good. Such a powerful card selection engine. It basically removes getting mana screwed, or at least the large percentage of times you would get mana screwed. But we're gonna see what Kelvin is going for. I see some Plague Engineers there in the board, some Blue Elemental Blast that he just brought in, and some Hymn to Torox. Looks like he's going kind of deep on this one.
So, as someone that just Kelvin winning game 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think Matthew is going to expect in from the Lurin deck from the sideboard here?
I think if I'm in Matthew's position, I expect just a bit more counter magic, but not a whole lot of change. Alurin's already built to expect this kind of Delver matchup, and it's generally fairly strong against it just because of what it is. It's just creatures, basically.
Yep.
And mass creatures tends to overwhelm Delver a lot of the time.
I guess like interesting thing I've seen Blue Red Delver do sometimes is that they play Price of Progress. So they'll start fetching a bunch of basics because they can run off like 2 or 3 lands,
Yeah.
and then I can tell Alurin is at least like 2 or 3 colors, isn't it?
Alurin?
Yeah.
Yeah, Alurin is very commonly a 4-color deck,
Yeah. So
but at minimum 3 colors. So
do you think Matthew will be trying to prioritize, going fast, getting a Price of Progress, getting those burn spells, and just trying to tempo him out?
Oh, I think Matthew is for sure bringing Price of Progress. I see a Price of Progress in his deck right now, actually shuffling through it.
Do you think maybe does Blue Red Devil still play Blood Moon these days?
I would be very surprised to see a Blood Moon out of Matthew. It's just a bit slow. There's no ramp, and a turn 3 Blood Moon just isn't strong enough a lot of the time.
Okay, interesting.
Blood Moon a lot more effective against this deck than it used to be ever since the Deathrite ban, but it still, I don't think, has a high enough impact. Scrolling through, we see Kelvin deciding what he's going to cut. I think if I'm Kelvin, I'd cut some Force of Wills here. There's not a whole lot that you're actually worried about, and Force of Will is pretty value net negative. So
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit awkward when, Kelvin having Force of Wills as well, where he's going to lose 1 life, which is just going to contribute to Matthew Saxon's aggro plan.
exactly. Looks like both players have decided they are happy with their sideboarding opinions. Shuffling up, getting ready for game 2. This, interestingly enough, is the second weekly we've had where the new Mulligan rule is legal for us.
Yes, London Mulligan. I'm very excited for that.
It's had a massive impact in Legacy too.
How has the London Mulligan helped you as a very specialized show and tell player in regards to your draws?
I mean, the London Mulligan is absolutely abusive, and I think that for the most part, it's definitely moved the entire format towards a much faster direction, a much less interactive direction. Although I have a feeling that will start to balance out as people get used to it, get used to what they're going to have to play against, and find the specialized answers that they need.
Definitely, yeah. I find that like a lot of like crazy popular decks that have been popping up on Moto lately is a lot of the pros have been jumping on 4-color Delver with Ren and 6, and just having all the best spells because you can mull to your good payoff cards and just be like, all right, I'm going to protect the queen.
Exactly.
Whether it be Ren or Delver. Which is also makes it problematic for the Cloud Post decks, which is, I'm quite fond of. The Cloud Post decks, like thought, London Mulligan's great, because you can just multi your great lands and have the combo of like big synergized payoffs. But the problem is, Wasteland and Ren 6 is also quite popular.
Exactly, and I think that's really the new Blood Moon. Honestly, is
Yeah.
Wasteland Ren and 6.
Yep, definitely.
Pretty much the non-basic punishment of choice, and it's very strong. I think it's pushed the entire format towards just needing to play more basics.
Yeah, the whole gross part of like discarding a land to Mox Diamond, getting it, and then casting a Ren and 6 and getting the land back
Mm-hmm.
just seems really good.
It's not. It doesn't just seem very good.
It is really good.
It is very good.
Yeah. And I'm sort of a little bit sad that I missed the boat when they were $25. So I'm like, it's a planeswalker, it'll go down.
Yeah, I mean, you can relish in the fact that a lot of people missed the boat. That's why it was $25.
Exactly. Yeah, a lot of my friends bought it because they were just dedicated loan players or aggro loan or land players. They're like, I think Ren and 6 maybe fit in two of in lands.
Yeah.
Maybe we can play it in like 4-color decks in modern. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna hold off. Turns out now it's $80.
Indeed. I think a lot of people really underestimated how good that deal 1 damage effect on it is, how
Yeah.
much of the format it kills, and how effective it is at protecting Ren and 6 itself.
Yeah, and I'm also a dedicated Gruul player, so I should have just bought them in the first place. I mean, I played Domri, 3-mana Domri, turn 2 Domri. Remember that?
Yeah,
I played him to death. Like I played him like as much as I could in standard, and then I played him in modern.
there you go.
You know. Ugh.
All right, we
Domri.
got Matthew deciding on a preordain. Looks like he's going to go with a top bottom, is what I saw, and draw a card.
Yeah. Car Kingdoms probably updated their prices to reflect. Good old Prismatic Vista.
Yeah, so I was actually surprised to see this in this deck, considering it is a 4-color deck.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently it's just like basics are so much more important now. You need to have those basics when you need them.
Yeah.
And as such, the Prismatic Vista is good enough. Oh, looks like we see one sideboard card already. A Carpet of Flowers, I think is what that is.
I love Carpet of Flowers. It's one of my favorite cards.
And Carpet of Flowers is so fantastic because if you play it in your main phase 1, you can just go to your main phase 2 and get the mana from it the turn you play it.
Oh wow! Wait! Hold on. Maybe I just haven't realized this. You get the mana both main phases.
No, you get the mana one main phase of your choice.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, have I been reading this wrong the whole time?
Yeah, so you get it in a main phase. If you choose to not take it in the first main phase, you can take it in the second main phase.
Nice. That's a pretty good deal there, Morphling. I'm happy to buy those happy to buy those Ren and 6s from you if you want to talk later. Carpet of Flowers is a very sick sideboard card against like a lot of the blue heavy island decks in Legacy.
Yeah, I think that like Carpet of Flowers really is the tool that Green gets to beat all these super heavy oppressive island decks. It's fantastic at getting around the like mana abuse, mana restriction that a lot of these decks apply.
Okay, I was going to say he took 3 there. Meant you should only take 2, right?
I think he cast 2 spells. I'm pretty sure Matthew cast 2 spells, Chain Lightning, and then the one underneath it.
Those are days. Anyways, they probably figured it out. All good.
Plays
like-
Baleful Strix and gets color fixed off the Carpet of Flowers, then top decks another Carpet of Flowers off the Baleful Strix.
Seems good.
That has to feel fantastic.
Oh wow, Prompt Decay, 1 mana.
And see how efficient he was with his mana is like, he got 2 black mana off that Carpet of Flowers, then used his island and one of them to play the Strix,
Nice.
and the second one to get the Abrupt Decay out.
So you telling me to make an enchantment deck in Legacy?
That's exactly what I'm telling you. Play Enchantress.
Hey man, last Monday I played a bit of jank, a bit of fun. I brought my 5-color Eldrazi deck.
Okay.
Because I wanted to play Morophon,
Mhm.
the changeling.
I saw some of that.
Yeah, that was quite fun.
I actually have a
You have a photo?
I have a photo of that absolutely fantastic board state.
Yeah, I actually had about I think I had about 12 or maybe 14 permanents on the battlefield, and I was versing my friend from work was playing the Isochron Scepter Kicker spell.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Orm's Chant.
Orange Chant Isochron Scepter with land tax, and he was using Scroll Rack to get value. And I'm like, how do I beat this man? But it was a fun game. Let's just say that. But anyways, the reason I brought it up is because last week I saw some other people playing some crazy jank.
Ooh. So we just saw Kelvin get a fantastic top deck. Umazawa's Jitte. This is basically
Ooh.
going to be a test on if Matthew has the counterspell for it or if he has the artifact destruction for it. Because this Umazawa's Jitte will run away with this game very quickly at 4 life gain a turn.
So he's getting 3 mana.
Yeah, he's getting 3 mana from his Carpet of Flowers, and he actually has a second Carpet of Flowers in hand, so he can basically use that new Carpet of Flowers as a ritual next main phase.
Seems good. 1 mana floating.
Yeah.
All right.
Plays the Jitte. I think if this Jitte resolves, I have a hard time believing Kelvin losing this.
Yeah, pretty much. Unless he forgets to attach it.
Mm-hmm. See a Spell Pierce in Matthew's hand. And that's gotta not feel great.
Yep. Now that Couple of Flowers definitely has locked him the game.
Yep. Looks like it resolved. Kelvin now going to equip it. Matthew opting to answer this Jitte by bolting the bird instead. We're gonna see what Kelvin opts to do next. Looks like he is grabbing for his Carpet of Flowers in his hand.
For sure. Just drop that Carpet of Flowers, my friend. Get all that mana. You could cast Khan, Liberated. Okay, he's gonna get it Spell Pierced. Makes sense.
Yeah, can't really afford to give his opponent 6 free mana a turn.
But even that, like the fact that he's got a Jitte and a Carpet in play, and it's turn 3 or turn 4 now, and he's still in 12 life. I think Kelvin has a strong advantage bar here, but Matthew is doing his work. Wow, he's doing his work. He's doing it right. I think he's still standing up pretty well here.
To those in chat asking, the next 1K, I'm not sure when it is, but Mox Boarding House's website will have all the information on every event happening at either store. So just moxboardinghouse.com, I believe.
I think an important thing to note here is that the Jitte has resolved. So any creature that he casts and he can attach is going to be a big deal.
Exactly. Now it really is just a fight for every single creature for Matthew.
Yeah. Which is
See-
sort of awkward as detracting from him trying to bird his face.
A little bit awkward that it looks like Kelvin doesn't have a single creature in his hand, though. You see the very pretty Judge Force of Will. Right next to an Alurin and a 2 cards unknown. Matthew rips the second creature. Slams down that prowess creature, ready to start going right at it.
Yeah. Delver didn't flip. Interesting. So many instant associates in this deck.
Mm-hmm. If you're going to not flip Delver, though, top decking the Swift Sphere is probably where you want to be.
Alrighty, Abrupt Decay by Kelvin.
And this is definitely going to save him a lot more time. Kelvin is losing his life fairly quickly, though.
I must say that there is a lot of Abrupt Decays in Kelvin's deck. I think I've already seen like 2 or 3
Yeah.
in these couple games now.
I think Abrupt Decay is very much a powerhouse right now, so I don't blame him for it. Plays the Watcher for tomorrow.
2 mana.
See what he's going to see.
He grabs any card, right?
I'm pretty sure it can grab any card. Yep.
Yeah.
Puts a Shardless Agent underneath there.
Yes, but Matthew doesn't know that.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
And he has to wait until it leaves, so he's going to try to kill it. I guess he could try to attach the Jitte, right?
Actually, ooh, Kelvin actually has a Cavern Harpy in his hand, which will let him pick up this Watcher for tomorrow if it resolves.
Oh, because then he picks up the card.
Exactly.
That's so
Watcher for
good.
tomorrow doesn't say dies, it says leaves the battlefield.
Yeah,
So
you're right.
that card will be going to his hand if this Cavern Harpy resolves. Matthew's like, bring it on, show me what you got. Knowing he's not in the best position right now.
He has to pay a life, right?
I believe it doesn't actually pay a life. The pay a life is an effect for picking it up.
Oh, picking it up. Gotcha. Pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pay a
Gotcha.
life to pick itself up.
Yeah. Wow, this Carpet of Flowers definitely is giving Kelvin the lead. I think he
Oh,
would have
yeah.
been dead if he didn't
This
have
Carpet of Flowers is the hard carry for Kelvin right now, letting him get so much tempo advantage over Matthew. Playing 2 or 3 things a turn now.
It's really good here that Kelvin's been super conscious of I mean, I don't know if he's just getting basics because he had to because of the Prismatic Vista, but I don't know if he's playing around these Price of Progress.
Yeah, I know that one of those basics was in his opener, and the other one was from a Prismatic Vista.
Yeah, yeah.
But you're right about him, like, keeping his health total relatively high. I think we're on, like, turn 6 or something, and he's at 11 life against Blue-Red Delver.
Yeah, Lurin? I think he's casting a Lurin, right? He's trying to get resolve a Lurin. Oh, nobody.
If this alarm resolves, I think this game will be over. Kelvin definitely going to force here, probably deciding on what he wants to force with.
Yeah, but he could just let Matthew cast his free Swiss Spears and Delvers.
Yeah.
No, all right, he's gonna force back, pitching the
Throws.
Shardless.
Yeah. So this Cavern Harpy plus the Watcher of Tomorrow is going to allow him to look for quite a few cards.
Yeah, Kelvin should be on 10 then. Is that right? Or did he?
Kelvin should be at 10. They haven't marked it yet. Hopefully they will keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Uh,
There you go.
no, he actually is paying 1 to pick up the Cavern Harpy.
Oh, okay.
Kelvin should be at 9 right now.
Yeah, Kelvin should be at 9
But I have a feeling it won't really matter.
because he's gonna win, get through his whole deck. I've got Levold in there as well. That's nice.
Yeah, it's a really sweet tool that Allurin gets access to since it's a native 3-color deck.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of decks get to play with it anymore since they don't get to abuse Deathrite Shaman to get it, but this deck does.
Are they playing? So wait, you said it's 4-color / 3-color. Like, are they? What are they missing? White or they're missing red?
I think that this build is actually just 3-color, but a lot of builds will run white or red for one of the recruiters.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, Matthew could have a
Doing more Harpy loops.
could have a split-second red spell. What's that one? Sudden Shock.
Oh, yes, please. There's an Assassin's Trophy picked from that one. Kelvin, just keep on digging.
I hope he realizes that he should be on 7 because like this could be important. I'm not
I
sure.
really hope so, too.
I mean, he has a true name.
Matthew just opting to throw down the true name since Allurin actually lets you cast the cards at instant speed.
Of course. Instant speed protection. That seems good. So yeah, I think he's just gonna win. So I'm not gonna go and fix the scoreboard, but and I think Mac is hellbent now.
We will bring it up if this does make an impact.
Of course, of course. There's a lot of cards flying around the table. So what do you think he's looking for now?
He's definitely just looking for that Parasitic Strix. The
yeah.
Parasitic Strix ends the game here.
Seed
It's a
Runner
full
him to
combo. He has everything he needs. So he's definitely just digging through his deck for the Parasitic Strix right now.
But is there a line here that he could lose because he could like, even though it's pretty high chance for him to getting it, like right now he's on a virtual 5, right? He should be on 5.
Yeah.
And could he go another 4 times and not find it?
I don't believe so, just because every time he does this, he doesn't just whiff. Like, he gets something else.
Yep.
So there he got a Cavern Harpy, which will give him a bounce that doesn't cost a life. So basically, I think that the odds that this fails are relatively near 0.
It's basically Omniscience and
Yeah.
5 minus Foresight, right?
This deck really is built to have Allurin act as Omniscience.
Yep. I think we need some Trinispheres in play, mate.
Oh, yeah.
I love me some Trinisphere.
Fix that up.
We're just gonna get a call of Judge, eh? What do you
Yeah.
think? All right. 1 second. I'll go up.
Okay. Looking. More digging, though. It's just a mine that he's going through right now. Gonna see if he can find the Parasitic Strix before it's relevant. Life totals are fixed. Oh, finds the... Oh, he actually cascaded past the Parasitic Strix, which will put it on the bottom of the deck. Kelvin is not happy with that. Chose the wrong time to be cascading.
Oh no.
Now at 4, he is at like quite a large risk because that True Name Nemesis is not blockable.
Yeah, and exactly. That's a very exciting moment. Okay, so what do you think he's lining his now? Just keep going?
I think he just keeps going. If I were him, I would stop here. But
Alright. Did he draw the card from the Strix?
yeah. I don't believe he has a creature that can attack right now, so that Jitte will not be able to save him yet.
Oh, good point. Oh, he's got a brainstorm. Wait, do they only play one Strix?
I don't know. Every build I've played, I've only played one Parasitic Strix, but I wouldn't be surprised to see 2.
Oh no! Oh no!
Going for another Shardless Agent. Let's see if he goes past another Strix.
Strix, but
He's-
the tricks that he wants is 3 mana, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
That's why he passed it with his last Shardless.
Of course, of course, of course.
Oh, he goes past a second Parasitic Strix.
Oh,
This is going to
no.
put him at a huge risk.
Oh no!
If I'm
Alright.
Kelvin, I stop right now for sure.
Okay, he's getting. He's just trying to get there. This is actually quite a funny match, guys.
Yeah, just keeps on digging. I'm pretty sure he does not have more than 2 Parasitic Strix, though, so he is not going to be comboing out today.
So,
Definitely choosing the wrong time to use these Shardless Agents.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he can. I mean, Matthew is hellbent, so he doesn't need a coil therapy. He's trying to figure out, so you can bounce for free. You don't need to pay life for the bounce, right?
You don't need to pay life to play or to get the bounce off Cavern Harpy. Cavern Harpy bouncing itself costs 1 life.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Okay,
We can actually pull the card up. It looks like he actually went for it. So he's all in now. He is not able to, wait a turn.
So he's just hoping on this hideaway guy to find. He's got one more go, one more try left.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he should know where both of his Baleful Strixes, or
Because he's
his
putting them there.
Parasitic Strixes are, because he put them there. So he should have been able to math out how deep he needs to go.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
I wonder if he checked.
I don't. I think they're at the bottom. I think they're like 80% down now.
One of them is definitely... One of them is probably, getting midway through it now. But it looks like Kelvin is actually going to wrap up this game as a failure.
I mean, yeah, no, he's totally dead.
Mm-hmm. His true name is just going to come in, bop Kelvin right on the nose.
Hey, yeah, wow, what a anticlimactic finish.
Yeah, I mean, it shows how important order is. It shows why you have to be mindful of when you're playing certain cards in the deck
Yeah.
and when you use certain tools,
I just blew 50k on that game, man. I thought he was guaranteed to win.
Oof, yeah, it was... I think that there is a 100% win there, honestly, but...
It's okay. You live and learn, right? This is where
Exactly.
practice comes
Magic
in.
is a very hard game. There are many, many decisions in front of you, and it's even harder when you're the one playing.
The best part is that Matthew got to cast his true name on his turn, so he untapped and it became
Exactly.
sick.
Yeah, that true name didn't even stick around for a full turn cycle.
Because, imagine if pretending on a random edge case that, even though I know that Matthew would know this, but imagine Matthew did not know that he could cast spells. So he casted it on his own turn. Then Kelvin would have another turn to try to find it.
Yeah.
Because he could play a bunch of ponders or brainstorms or whatever.
I do agree that Kelvin probably should have stayed at 4 and just waited for the Jitte. That does put Kelvin at risk of Bolt, so I'm wondering if that's what he was thinking about. But I think he was just a little bit tunnel visioned. It happens to everyone, especially with combo decks.
Of course. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I think he knew Matthew was literally hellbent, so he's like, stay at 4, play it safe, live another day, right?
Mm-hmm. Looks like Matthew is deciding a few cards aren't good enough. Interestingly enough, taking out Dazes when he's on the play. I wonder what he decided in his sideboard is good enough to play now.
Just Lamog. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably that.
Yep. Just that exile some permanent tech.
Mm-hmm, for sure. Play it off a learn as long as it costs 3.
Exactly. Yep. You can reduce the mana cost with Eye Vigor. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding.
All jokes.
All right. So if you are you on the LPS this weekend?
I am in the LPS this weekend.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Are you looking to get ready for an exciting time?
I'm already ready for an exciting time. I've been ready.
How many years have you been playing in the Legacy tournaments in Seattle here?
In the Legacy tournaments in Seattle, I think 3 years now, actually.
Nice.
A bit too long, probably.
It's okay. It's
Played
okay.
a lot of Magic, but...
Legacy's your favorite format. That's a fair choice to make.
Exactly. It's fantastic. All right.
Oh, so
Kelvin looks like he got his London mulligan, choosing which cards go on the bottom, which cards stay in the hand.
Okay. We have a question from chat here. Yolt Stony T asks Lee, what's the take on New Ugin? He knows that I love my colorless. I'm a big fan of Eldrazi and Spaghetti Monsters. The good thing about New Ugin is that I feel like it's great when it sticks and it's a card advantage engine. But in regards to the Legacy, I mean, you have mana to cheat it out. But in regards to Legacy, it potentially only just maybe a one-off.
Yeah, I have a hard time seeing New Ugin as like viable in Legacy, just
Mm.
because I feel like there are so many better things you can be doing with 6 mana in Legacy.
Hmm.
And
Definitely, yeah. I mean, as well, like if you're gonna go full out, you might as well play Big Ugin because it's like
yeah,
a board wipe and a win con as well.
comes back. If you're behind and you play Big Ugin, you're ahead. If you're behind and you play New Ugin, you
Yep.
aren't ahead.
Baby Ugin's actually great in Tron in modern because you can draw your cards slowly and make those manifest tokens. You can cast it off 3 lands, and most people don't disrupt the 3 lands. They don't wasteland you to death.
Yeah,
And also reduces your spells. Like I've seen people go, 3 mana Tron, play Baby Ugin, and then drop a Mind Stone or drop a map, whatever. You just start flopping stuff for
yeah, it's a
free,
feel good. Playing all the spheres for free,
pretty much.
dropping some 2 mana Thought Knot Seers.
Exactly, yeah, and it's the card engine that modern needs because uh you don't have like Curse of Portal or you don't have like spells that can draw you really good cards. All right, anyways, back to the game.
All right, fetching out, getting the new Underground Sea. I wonder if Kelvin is going to actively play around the Price of Progress this time, because we know that Matthew has it. I'm not sure if it's in his hand, but we know it's in his deck. So,
All right, interesting. He's just starting off the Shrix. I think that Matthew is, if he does have a daze or whatever, I think he's quite wary that he needs to counter the Lurin after watching what happened last game.
yeah, for sure. Uh, Boomerang, I think that Burn in Legacy is about where it's been for a while, and it's not a bad deck necessarily, but it is very meta dependent, and it doesn't really have a lot of opportunity to beat a lot of these new London Mulligan decks that really just are consistently turn one, turn two comboing.
Yeah, I think the problem with Burn, I mean, it's good in the sense that it's sort of like a combo deck where it's like playing a lot of efficient spells for 2-3 damage.
Yeah,
But the problem is people have so much card filtering and people have a lot of ways to manipulate their hand to address what they're versing. Is that it makes the percentages of each turn go lower and lower every
exactly.
time. Yeah, and you can have the nut hand. You can win. You can actually top eight and all win tournaments with Burn all the time. You're just making sure that the meta is right and you're playing your cards right.
Exactly. Playing your cards right. One thing that Burn suffers from that other Legacy decks don't is it doesn't have Brainstorm and Ponder, so it's not nearly as consistent as a deck like Blue Red Delver, which really is just the more powerful Legacy Burn deck, in my opinion.
It lacks reach.
It really does.
Yep. But again, you can play it, and I've seen Burn just destroy tournaments, just because Price of Progress is one of the key cards in a deck that makes it so bonkers.
Exactly. Price of Progress, I think, is just a house in Legacy. I've seen so many Price of Progresses hit for 10.
Yeah, for sure. 2 mana. Instant
Exactly.
speed.
It's disgusting.
I feel
So,
like it should be like sorcery at least, but no, 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 no,
you'd
no.
think.
Alright, he's gonna red pyroblast. All right, wrong. Yeah, wrong land, buddy.
Yeah, cannot tap an island to Red Blast.
Yeah, unless we're paintering. No, no, can't even do that. As a Cloud Post player, Price of Progress is not a fun card for me as well.
There are a lot of decks that really just do not deal with Price of Progress well.
Especially because I generally run 1 or 2 basics.
All right, see the rip. It's a volcanic island. I don't think Matthew was stuck on mana though.
No.
Probably not what he wants to be finding.
He did accidentally reveal the. He did accidentally reveal the red blast, so he knows. Kelvin knows that he has a counterspell in his hand.
Mm-hmm. Red Blast, importantly enough, does not counter Allurin,
No.
which is pretty much the most important card in the deck.
Pretty
So
much, yeah.
Kelvin does not have to worry about that.
I think the awkward thing about Matt here is that he's not playing Burn, he's playing Blue Red Delver, which relies on an equal weight of burn spells, counter spells, cantrips, and creatures.
Exactly.
And Kelvin is just looking to gum up the board as much as he can.
Yeah, and those counters or those cantrips really help you get that. But the problem is they normally slow you down by a turn or so. And because of that, these just like mass tutus, these mass dudes, are just hard to deal with.
Does Blue Red Delver... They don't play Goblin Guide, do they?
No, Blue Red Delver does not play Goblin Guide.
It's just Swift Spears and Delver.
Yeah, it more uses Swift Spear because the prowess is very powerful in the deck.
Hmm.
And then Delver, of course, Lightning Bolt on a stick.
Yeah, definitely. I wonder if they could just play Pyroclasm. Because when you as soon as you cast it, it's like... Yeah, he'll take 3-4-1 here if we Pyroclasm him, and the Swiftspear would be alive.
It
They
looks
killed
like
your Devils.
he shardlist into Watcher tomorrow. I believe that's what he did.
Mhm.
I'm a little bit interested to see that Matthew decided it was good enough to pop the Pyroblast on the bird. I think that he just really didn't want to be throwing away the Swift Spear into a bird, and that's guaranteed what it does.
Yeah, I think Matt's trying to switch gears here and just go aggro. We don't know the
Definitely
context of his hand, so
using this recurring damage that the Swift Spear represents to its fullest right now. Finds the third volcanic island. Matthew cannot be happy to see that. Four lands is not where this blue-red Delver deck wants to be.
oh, he's trying to fix that.
Yeah, these cantrips will help him with his prowess a bit, and I think I actually just saw him getting a Braid, if I'm not mistaken. So that'll be another creature kill.
Yeah, Bradle's a great printing of a card just because it deals with Chalice, it
Yeah.
deals with creatures, it deals with, a lot of great things.
It deals with most of the scary stuff in Legacy. Not all of it, but a large majority of it.
I always like seeing it there just because it's, it sort of feels like a bad lightning strike, but it does this job.
Exactly. Looks like Matthew opting to take that Force of Negation, thinking it is good enough right now, and I don't think he's wrong.
I think Wizards probably decided that not everyone can afford Colorgog's command, so let's give them a braid.
Yeah. Cantrip number 2 for the turn. Let's see what he finds.
Could Aluran play Chalice? No, they have Ponders and Brainstorms.
No, they have the cantrips.
Yeah.
I'm not sure they can get away with the chalices.
Yeah.
Plays the third Volk and bolts the Watcher. So this Swiftspear is actually going to be doming for 4 if Kelvin opts to not Abrupt Decay, which I would be very surprised if he opted not to.
Yeah,
Yep.
I would say Snap Prop Decay that guy.
There you
Swiftspeed
go.
does his work, man. She does her work.
Matthew cannot be happy with his position right now. His opponent is at 15, has 4 lands in play. He has nothing in play. But like we saw last game, things can go pretty wacky.
Definitely, yep. You're right there.
All right, just slamming a shardless. Let's see where it gets us.
Just all the cascades.
Rolling the dice.
Just looking to spin. Spin the wheel.
Ooh,
Oh,
and that's pretty much exactly what he wants to be hitting, just
Yeah.
Cavern Harpies.
I wonder if he pondered or brainstormed into that. I'm not sure, but that's actually really good synergy there, where you can cascade and put stuff on top.
Yeah, no, that's one of the things that the Shardless Bug deck used to abuse with Brainstorm and Ancestral Vision. And this deck does not as good of a job as at abusing it, but it's still very good at it.
Yep. The spell piece by Matthew there. It's a very heads-on play there, holding the spell piece up.
First Spell Pierce blinds Kelvin if Kelvin opts to do a second Spell Pierce. So helps him out a little bit there. Even just knowing hand information is a very powerful thing to know.
Does Aluran play him to Turok?
Alurin definitely plays him to Turok. Maybe not main, but I watched Kelvin side it in, and I have a feeling that's one in the back right there of his hand.
Yeah, I was about to say him would be really good at the moment, especially because Matthew's trying to trade 1-for-1 on all these spells. I think he's got three cards in his hand, so...
Kelvin chooses to throw away that Shardless Agent for a Cabal Therapy run. Not sure what he named, but it did not hit. Oh, no, it did hit. He named Force of Negation. Wow. I'm really surprised that he named Force of Negation, but that's heads up plays by Kelvin. That's fantastic.
Oh, has he gone through any other forces? No, wow, he actually hit Force Negation.
Oh, shuffles down a Parasitic Strix.
Not again.
Good to know. There's one on the bottom. Don't go nuts.
Wow.
Bird draws another bird.
Okay, Alurin's in play. I realize.
Alurin is in play.
Doing this. Yeah.
All the things are being cast. We're comboing. We're going to see what we can do. I think he's just cascading for a Watcher for tomorrow right now, and then once he has the Watcher for tomorrow... Oh, looks like he found the Parasitic Strix, so there's the combo. Calls it. Matthew puts the hand down, offers the shake. And I think that is Kelvin winning Game 1, Match 1. Or Game 3, Match 1.
Yeah, we're in Game 3, mate. They're already 1-on-1.
Yeah. All right.
Alrighty. Maybe
That was a fantastic match. I think we're going to bring it back to the casters.
We got like 7 minutes left?
Yeah, we got 8 minutes left, so I don't think we have time for a backup match.
No, mate, but we're here. We can talk Magic, talk Legacy.
Yeah, we're here to talk everything.
Alrighty.
You want to hit me with some trivia?
Oh,
We brought some
guys,
trivia for everyone. We're going to ask some questions.
That's
Test
it.
your knowledge of Magic the Gathering.
Tom and I, every time we get together on the stream, we love to rock out the trivia to test you guys on some of the knowledge in either Legacy or of Magic. And then, I brought some, Tom brought some. We're going to have a fun time, guys, for the next 6 or 7 minutes. Give me a sec. Alrighty. So, I'm going to pull up my questions.
Thanks, Bill. I appreciate it.
You can't read the
Oh,
questions.
you're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm
This
sorry.
guy, this
Peeking
guy.
over, looking
All
at
right.
the answers.
That's okay. You can look. It's okay. All right. So this game I like to call "What's This Legend?" All right.
Okay.
It's a common trivia game that I've made in the past, and people get really excited because the audience can also join in.
Yep.
The rules is that I'm gonna read the flavor text of a card. Right. It starts off easy, gets harder and harder each level.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna read a flavor text of a card. It's always a legendary creature. All right. Played in Legacy, of
Okay.
course, because we're watching Legacy stream. And then you have 3 clues: clue 1, 2, and 3. As as it gets harder and you can't figure it out, just say next clue. We'll go to clue 2. We'll go to clue 3. Now, mind you, I don't want you to read the
Yep.
chat.
I
The
will.
chat,
I will not be looking at chat.
the chat can answer. You can give me your guesses at what the legendary creature card is.
We'll
when
see
I'm-
if chat can get it before me.
Exactly.
a challenge.
All right, you guys ready? Here is the flavor text. This is playing. This is what's this legend? All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Thraben is our home, and I will not see it fall to this unhallowed horde.
I'm pretty sure I know what that is.
Okay, give us 30 seconds.
I'll give you 30 seconds. I'm pretty sure I know what card that
I
is.
said starting off easy. Oh, wow. Chat is going insane. Wow. All right. Okay, we've got 4 answers. Give me an. What do you think?
Is it Thalia, Guardian of Thraben?
Yes, it
All
is.
right, all right.
Everyone like snapped answered that in like 2 seconds. That was way too easy.
It's a reference.
Okay, I started off easy intentionally because I was like, you got to start easy.
All right, hit me with a tougher one.
All right, we're going to level 2, guys. Level 2. You guys ready? Give me some hype in chat. Yeah, are we ready? Are we ready, guys? All right. Flavor text. This is the second creature, all right?
Okay.
The soul of the world has returned. 30 seconds.
Oh man, I remember reading this flavor text on a card.
All right, let's
I
see
can't
if Chat
remember
can get
what
this.
card I read it on though.
Chat, can you get this? The soul of the world has returned. All right, so Chat has got some answers in there. I'm going to give you like another 20 seconds to figure this out. 10 seconds.
Soul of the world has returned.
Okay, when you're ready, if you haven't figured it out, I can give you clue 1.
I don't think I know what it is right now. Hit me
Alright,
with a
alright.
clue 1.
Clue 1 is, it's a bit tricky. I'm 2 creature types.
2 creature types. So
Yeah.
does that mean it's like it could be like a vampire shaman or something like that?
Or like human soldier or whatever. I'm 2 creature types. Chat has some suggestions in chat, but I'll leave that for now.
2 creature types. The soul of the world has returned.
Make sure you're not looking these up, chat. Making sure that we're gonna get harder. The third one I think is pretty hard, but all right. Do you want clue number 2?
I need clue number 2. I still don't have it.
All right. I figured I made the clues intentionally hard for this one. I've been reprinted 3 times.
Been reprinted 3 times. So does that count original printing or is it
Yes.
3 reprints?
Oh, sorry, 2 reprints.
2 reprints,
Original
1
printing
original
and 3
printing.
other
Okay,
printing.
so 3 printings. 3 printings. The soul of the world has returned. 2 creature types.
Maybe there's 4. I don't know. It's a worthless clue that I was like, all right, I'm gonna give you clue number 3. Okay.
Give me clue number 3. I'm struggling.
I missed. It's also a promo. I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about the promo.
Okay, so
Clue number 3 is I have a shuffle effect when I enter the graveyard. All right. Do you want the second half of the clue, or do you want to have a guess?
I want to have a guess.
Okay.
It's Progenitus, right?
It is Progenitus.
Yeah, okay.
Clue. Chat had it.
Yeah.
They guessed it straight away. All right. Let's go to the hardest one. All right.
All right, give me
Guys,
the hardest
this is-
one you got.
This is the hardest card that I have on my trivia for tonight. All right, ready? The flavor text is his crime was silence, and now he suffers it eternally.
Yep, I know who this one is. And I know who this one is because I had a poster up in my room for about 5 years with this quote on it and his photo.
All right. We're going to give chat about 20, 30 seconds to guess this one. I'm going to throw out clue number 1. All right. Clue number 1 is my creature type has 2, and one of them is shaman. All right, you feeling more confident with your answer now?
Oh, I knew who it was from the start.
All right. Clue number two, guys. Number two is, and I was trying to make these clues like sort of decryptive, you know. I'm played in Modern and Legacy as sideboard tech. And the clue number three is I can't be counted. I'm a 4/4 and I have regen for 1 and green.
That's a pretty hefty clue, my friend.
Yeah. All right, you guys, you guessed it. It's Ulamog, the ceaseless hunger.
Indeed.
All right, but thanks for playing, guys. Uh, Tom has some awesome trivia later on, but yes, you guys guessed it right. It was from the
Last troll. I'm
Last
really sad
Troll.
that you went. I was hoping we'd go Olamog the Ceaseless Hunger and then go right past it.
Actually, the flavor text for Ulamog is sort of like I don't think I would not know it myself. Like I read the flavor text for Ulamog and I was like I should put this one in. I was like I don't think I would even know this. So that could have been a really hard one. But yeah, I thought I'd choose some popular ones because last time I had like Kess, the Descent Mage, and like no one could get it.
Kess is tough.
It was super hard.
Kess is tough.
Yeah. Good work, guys. Yes, it was Thron the troll, the last troll. I've been looking at him a lot because I just love him as a card.
Yeah, I mean, Thrawn the Last Troll, it's seeing less play in Modern now that the format has sped up quite a bit, but it used to be an absolute powerhouse in Jund. The blue-white control decks, or just any control deck, has a very, very hard time dealing with the card.
Is he played in Legacy at all?
I don't remember the last time I saw him in Legacy,
Mm.
but he is a very powerful card that I wouldn't be surprised to see in a Legacy deck.
Definitely, yep. Cool, awesome. Alrighty. I mean, we can. I have some other random trivia questions. It's up to you if you want to keep going, or we can.
It looks like this round is closing up soon, so we might want to pass on that.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good point. Let's actually look at the.
Yeah, let's go
The
over
meta.
the meta game, and we can like say in chat what it is.
Yep.
And then you guys can tell us if any of these stand out to you, and we'll try to get them on.
Alrighty. Do you want me to start off, or you want to do it?
I'll go first.
Sure.
See, we got Jordan Isaka on Blue White Stoneblade.
Mhm.
Nick on Is It Delver. We have Grixis, a depth deck. Blue White Isochron Scepter.
I love that. D&T.
D&T, Burn, Goblins. What is that below Goblins? Rogue?
Just he probably doesn't know.
Rogue. Okay. We got a Turbo Depth
It's Jeremy
deck.
Edwards, of course.
Dredge. Snow Sultai from Travis Horbala.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Lands. Mike Kiesel on Steel Stompy.
As usual.
Azorius Stoneblade. We got Pox with Mark. Merfolk, Eldrazi. Humans, Alurin. Lands, Elves. Is It Delver? Jeff Schofield on Prison. I'm not sure what kind of prison,
he plays
but
Mono
Prison.
Red. It's probably like Blood Moon.
Mono Red, Blood Moon Prison.
Yep.
D&T, Jeskai Miracles, Elves. Land Tax from Matt Swalski.
Yep.
Mono Red Prison from Michael Tessier.
Okay, so that's prison and the Mono Red prison. So the judge it's probably a different type of prison.
Yeah, my guess is Mud Prison.
Ah, yeah, gotcha. Yep.
Is It Delver? Manalist Dredge, Alurin, Reanimator, Delver, Rug Delver,
Green Black Blocks.
Green Black Pox, and another Reanimator. Okay.
Interesting. All right. So, what are some spicy, interesting decks that you want to see on stream?
I would really like to see that Isochron Scepter deck, just because it
Yeah.
seems absolutely hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But lands, it looks like we have a lot of people saying lands. I see many lands in the chat. So
yeah, we got Lauren
lands might be the move. Lauren is also a fantastic lands
She knows
player,
her lands.
so it'd be great to get on camera.
Alrighty. We will figure out what the matchup. We also have to ask permission as well to see if they want to be
Exactly.
on.
Make sure the players do want to play on camera.
Definitely. Wow, Snow, Sultai, Snow. I think I've seen some people on stream playing like a bug Snow deck where it has the Ice Fang Coddle, it
Yep.
has Snaps, it has like a bunch of like just random.
Dead of Winter, another very great card in that deck.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna go with lands though, if we can.
Definitely. I'm just saying, like, it's just interesting people playing some diverse decks. Really
Mhm.
awesome. But yeah, we'll wait it out for
Yep.
them to get the pairings
Judges
up.
should be handing us the new pairing sheet shortly. Round ended a few minutes ago, so we will be able to see. Hopefully, we will get on players that are round one, just so we get a bit higher quality of match.
Of course. Yeah, we will. We'll talk to to the Lands players to see if they want to go on the stream, and then we'll set it up and get in next round of Legacy.
Exactly. The Isochron Scepter deck seems fantastic, though. I'd really like to see Max Dredge deck. He's running Dredge with petals, Lotus petals.
Interesting.
Be a bit more like just cast more shenanigans.
Speaking of Dredge, you know Hogak won the last GP.
Yeah.
GP Crow starts with K. But anyways, it was actually Dredge in Modern.
Yeah.
But it had a one-off Hogak. So does that mean it's a Hogak deck then? If it has one Hogak in it?
You know, I don't think it's a Hogak deck. It doesn't just revolve around Hogak. But I'll call it a Hogak deck. We can just call it a Hogak deck. Just really mess with the modern players.
I mean, an 8/8 triplet seems still pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a GP side event in MCQ, not an actual GP.
Okay, mate. If it won a GP, it'll be hilariously funny. Yeah, that was true. Anyways, good times. Hogak. We gotta live and breathe by Hogak.
Exactly. This green black Pox build, I'm pretty sure is like 12 bitter or 6 Bitter Blossom Pox. So it runs Bitter Blossom, but it also runs Dread Horde. I can't remember the name, but it's the 2-mana enchantment that makes a Dread Horde guy, an army guy.
Yeah, it is. Amass, whatever.
Amass the Dread Horde. There we go.
Amass the Dread Horde. Yeah.
Yeah, basically just a bunch of shenanigans though. Much more shenanigans than I would expect the week before the Invitational.
Yeah, that Dread Horde card, the new Bitter Blossom sort of thing. It's even though it's not Bitter Blossom is amazing. It's like $3, it's like $5. I don't know. It's cheap. Bitter Blossom back in the day was super expensive, and it's sort of back up there again. But you know that Dread Horde card, it's still in standard, so it's really cheap these days. If you guys want to pick
Dread
up
Horde Invasion is actually
Invasion. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I'm surprised. I feel like it's a cool card.
Oh, it's fantastic. I got it in limited a few times during that War of the Spark.
Oh, wow.
Very hard to beat in limited.
Yeah, who has enchantment hate in the limited deck?
Exactly.
Yeah, so I was playing like a random mono black. I always try to fulfill my requirements on Arena, and just like I'll make a random deck. It's like cast 20 black spells. I'm like, I'll make a mono black deck, and I made a deck with the Amass Dread Horde enchantment, and I was playing like all these random spells that make you sack a creature to get value, like the single black sorcery destroy target creature planeswalker, and then I just kept drawing that Amass enchantment, making a token, and then sacking it to draw 2 cards, and I'm like, oh, so much value, so much value.
Indeed.
And then all these zombies that come back from the graveyard, I was like, oh yes, so good. Arena's good. I enjoy Arena.
Yeah, Arena's. I've been really happy with my experiences with Arena. It runs very well most of the time. Limited crashes. Yeah. Always nice.
Always nice. A good perk, right?
Good perk. Softer running properly.
Yeah. It's always a good upside to, there are so many people out there that want to try standard or just play like limited on a good platform, but Moto has just always been problematic, and Arena just offers that, so people can actually start getting into the format.
Yeah, Arena definitely offers a significantly lower barrier to entry. Moto, on top of costing $10 to make an account, was also just very clunky to use, wasn't very user-friendly. Yeah. So new players trying to get into the game through Moto were mostly turned off of the game.
I agree. I think UX designers are the best in the world.
Yeah.
Not biased at all, guys. Not biased at all.
For sure.
Alrighty. All right. I think we have end of round happening over there.
Yeah, we're pretty deep into end of round. I think we're at 6 minutes, and I don't see anyone playing over there. So I have a feeling we're going to get our pairings up real soon.
Real soon.
Judge walking back to his computer. So, yep.
Yeah. We're definitely going to try to get the lands player up.
Yeah, Lauren. For sure. Any ideas for backup in case we don't get lands? Oh, we actually have 2 lands players. We've got Jim on it and Jim Lauren on it. So
Jim's very good at lands as well. Exactly. He's been playing for a solid year or 2 now. So any land. People want lands, I'll give you lands. I know that sometimes Jim, sometimes he doesn't like being on stream just because he likes to play at his own pace. So.
I know that Lauren specifically is playing Hall of Heliod's Generosity.
What's that do?
So it's Academy Ruins, but for enchantments.
Wow, that sounds awesome. And how much is it to activate?
White and 1.
That's awesome.
So exactly the same as Academy Ruins, just 4 enchantments and white mana instead of blue mana.
That's sweet. Yeah.
Just, really, really having fun with a lot of the crazy enchantments in Legacy.
I agree, Technomage. I feel like Hogak should have Dredge 6.
Oh, please. Please, no. There needs to be 0 more cards with the words Dredge 6 on them in this game.
Yeah, I should be definitely be in R&D. I should apply for a job at WotC and start making my own cards, right?
Indeed.
Yep.
Daily. Let's see what we
He's
got some
stuck.
special notes.
He's stuck with an animated.
So here's the notes that he left us for Jeremy's deck. He's playing Lingering Souls, Leovold, Ballista, and Karn.
No. I don't know. That's level. That's LED.
Oh, LED. Lingering Souls, LED, Ballista, and Karn Great Creator. Okay.
It's probably what do you call it? What's that artifact deck with the creature that loops LEDs?
Oh,
Bomberman.
Bomberman.
It's probably
It
Bomberman.
probably is Bomberman.
Probably
You know?
Bomberman. All right, what do we got here? We have Lauren versus Jim. Wow. Do we want a Lands Mirror, guys?
We want a Lands
We
Mirror.
want a Lands
I'm ready
Mirror.
for the Lands
Oh,
Mirror.
this is
Let's grab the
hilarious.
Lands Mirror if we can.
Where's the judge?
What table is it?
It is table 3.
Table 3.
They're both 3. They both 1-0. Guys, Lands Mirror, Lands Mirror, Lands Mirror. Oh wow. It is. It's whoever resolves exploration first.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Wait, I think they know they're both Lands players.
Oh, they definitely know they're both Lands players. We're getting the Lands Mirror. It's happening.
What are the chances? There's only 2 Lands players tonight, and they're versing in the mirror.
I think it's like it is not high. That's for sure.
I mean, how many players we got? We got what's 18 times 2 minus 1?
Yeah, so 30, 35?
I'm Asian. I should be good at this. Yeah, 35.
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
Cool.
18 times 2. Yeah, it's like 20. 30,
18 times 2 is
36.
36, so minus 1, 35. Yeah.
We have 35 players tonight, including us, but we're not playing, so we're just here talking to you guys. Did they accept? That's the question.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see if they chose to accept. I have a feeling that they will not deny it. But we will find out shortly.
I'll be back. I'm gonna grab a glass of water.
All right. All right, probably heading down to the match. Gonna get ready for the round 2. Nope, looks like they're not quite sitting down. Let's hope. Sometimes Jin isn't the biggest fan, but it looks like he has accepted this time. I'm gonna check if Lauren won game 1. Yeah, so it looks like both of these players did win game 1, or match 1, so going in for the 2-0 now.
They want to know.
No, we'll be editing the scoreboard shortly. We have Lauren on the left, Jim on the right.
All right, I'm back. Wow, you should have seen the expression on their face when they're like, "Oh, whoa, it's a Lands Mirror," and everyone else started laughing around them. It's so funny. And especially that, like, both Jim and Lauren, they're both very good Lands players.
Mm-hmm. Both have played the deck for a very long time and know many, many ins and outs.
Definitely. Personally, I am not a Lands player, so I don't know how this works, but I've heard that it's whoever resolves exploration first, or whoever bogs the other person.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds pretty accurate. The graveyard is so integral to this deck that getting, like, your loam bogged away, it's got to be huge. I'm excited to see how this goes with the little bit more, like, shenanigans going on with the Hall of Heliod's Generosity from Lauren, though.
Nice. Alrighty. And I guess die roll is just really important, right?
Oh, it's got to be, for sure.
Yeah.
Funny thing about the 2020s is, 1, they're indestructible, so they block each other very well.
Yes.
And 2, they're legendary, so they get Crocused.
Oh, yes. You just crack us. Yeah.
So we're probably in for a bit of a grindy game.
Mate, this is... I mean, after what happened last game, we just had, like, a million creatures. Now we're going back to no creatures.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Forever, for the most forever time, I've been trying to make a land stake in Modern. It just never worked.
Yeah, you just don't have good enough lands.
I think
We
Go ahead.
really are doing the lands mirror. Don't worry, David. It'll be good.
It'll be good. It could be over in like 10 minutes, and then we just get a backup match. And then we find Isochron Scepter, and we call it a day.
Exactly. It's over quickly. We find the Isochron Scepter. If it's not, then it'll go 50 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, all right, all right. So I can see a Dark Depths in. Wait, I wonder how London Mulligan affected lands. Probably good, right?
Yeah, I mean, I imagine pretty much every deck benefited from the London Mulligan.
Mhm.
I imagine lands didn't particularly benefit more than the average Legacy deck. Really isn't the kind of deck that needs a certain 2 cards. It can get that Dark Depths combo quick, but I would be a little bit worried about just trying to Dark Depths combo my opponent here, just because lands runs for Crop Rotation and Caracas.
Interesting there. Lauren's just played Misty Pass, and she has not been. Everything's going to resolve. Let's just. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah.
And she did not play a turn one exploration, but I'm sure there's ways to get around there. And no, not even a turn one Mox Diamond. She already
Yeah.
once.
No Mox Diamond or Exploration here has got to not feel great.
Yep.
Jim immediately getting that Forest. Beautiful Judge Forest.
Oh, all right.
And has the Exploration. Ooh, Jim immediately very far ahead, huh?
I think the important thing here is that he's playing these foil full art lands. Like that's the only way to play lands.
Indeed. Both of these decks, I'm pretty sure, are entirely foil. I know Lauren actually has a few summer cards in her deck as well.
Hmm. I think what these people need to do is they need to get some draft chaff forest from the draft bin and just like jam it in your lands deck.
There you go.
That's like me the other day. I was playing blue green cloud post and had a tabernacle that someone lent me, but I didn't have a trop, so I had a breeding pool.
The
It's like a-
Tabernacle and the Breeding Pool 12 post deck. Gotta
Yeah,
love it.
pretty much. Okay, interesting that she's playing the Tropical Island here, knowing that Wasteland's there.
Yeah, I think I
Crop.
saw crop rotation, so
Knew it,
I think
knew it.
Lauren intended to bait the Wasteland and be able to crop rotation away from it.
100%. I knew that was going to happen.
Finds the Thespian stage. Another tricky thing you can do with Thespian stages is if you have the mana to do it, you can copy a basic and be safe. I don't know if Lauren does have the mana though. Crop rotations away the land again.
Oh wow.
Double blanks Jim's Wastelands. That's huge value right there.
So hold up. What happened here? So he played a second Wastelander. What did he target?
The Thespian stage.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, yeah.
Yep. So in response, Lauren fetched for this forest, which will be tapped, I assume. Jim plays the third Wasteland. Finally gets the Thespian stage. That's
Triple
nuts.
Wasteland hand. Yeah, I was just thinking, why wouldn't she float mana, fetch the Misty,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then when the other Thespian stage is in play from the crop, then you can use the Thespian stage to copy the forest.
Doesn't have the mana to do it. It
Oh,
costs 2 mana to copy a land with Thespian stage.
Oh wait, Misty.
And because you have to
of
spend the
Misty.
mana each time on the crop rotation.
Yeah,
you
sorry, I
can't
forgot
spend
about the
mana.
crop rotation. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Wow, Jim in a massive head start here.
Yeah, and here Lauren actually just ghost quartered Jim's forest, which is the only forest in Jim's deck. So now Lauren has access to Strip Mine.
That's true. That's true. Also, Lauren should also be on 19.
Yeah.
All right, she's got the Heliod.
The Hall of Heliod's Generosity. No enchantments to get back with it right now. But
What enchantments do you think they're trying to get back?
like Exploration, after you dredge it into your yard, you can
Mhm.
put it back on top of your deck.
Whoa!
Stuff like that.
He just bogged her.
Yeah, that's got to be brutal. Losing that
Okay.
Ghost Quarter. I think that's Lauren's only Ghost Quarter. There might be a second one, but
Good point. Yeah, getting back Exploration. I think they also have Choke, right?
throws out the Ancient Tomb. Lauren now has access to 4 mana, not doing a whole lot with it, though. Jim taking his opportunity to copy that forest, I assume.
Lauren should be on 19. But I don't think it matters too much at the moment. It's okay. Maybe get the judge.
Yep, it's okay. When the judge rolls around, we'll inform him.
Oh, did he ever, like... No, I don't think he's ever... thingamajiggied. What do you call it? Grove Jet.
Yeah. This stage, good to know, is currently a forest. So
It's a forest?
it can't be wastelanded.
Interesting. Drop a honey. Yeah. Wow.
Jim just
dropping those
one
lands.
card left in hand, plays
Yeah.
his lands, passes the turn. That's
No
what
one ha-
lands does.
No one has Loam Jet. Have they? Oh, she's got a Loam.
Yep, Mulligan or Lauren is first one to find the loam.
You better call it Mulligan.
The race to loam.
Yeah, I think Loam is a big deal here.
Oh, loam absolutely is. Even with no graveyard, it's still massive here.
So if Jim is able to hit a Loam, he potentially could Wasteland his own bog and then loam it back and then bog again. I never thought about that line, but yeah, I guess I don't play lands.
I mean, it's just all about finding the good cycles, how to get value out of all your lands.
Yeah.
I wonder if one of these players is going to be playing one of their Dark Depths just so they can start removing counters manually. Jim's sitting on that Wasteland in play, so I doubt Lauren's going to do it. But Lauren did find a Renin 6. So that will be a fantastic powerhouse. And if Renin 6 is able to ulti, this game will be over. Lauren will have it for sure.
Wait, does Jim have a Dark Depth in his hand?
It looks like Jim has a Blast Zone and a Glacial Chasm.
Gotcha.
Glacial Chasm pretty cute in this, though.
Oh yeah, because you can loop it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Never have to pay the cumulative upkeep. Puts the Blast Zone down. We're probably going to see that go up to 2 and then destroy this Renin 6. As we're thinking about that, Blast Zone actually starts at 1, so it's not too hard to blow up your opponent's explorations and then play your own afterwards. I think Lauren's actually sitting on the second Renin 6 in her hand, though.
Alright, I'm just gonna get the life totals updated, even though...
That seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
We have the Eggland. The cycle with Renin 6 and the Eggland has started. Got the life totals fixed. Easy peasy. I see a second Ghost Quarter and a Maze of Ith in that dredge, along with a Gamble, I believe.
I guess Maze is sort of like a counterspell to your to Dark Depths.
Yeah, it is. And if that is a Ghost Quarter like I thought it is, Jim's in trouble, because that will start strip mining.
With a Renin 6.
Jim's setting his Blast Zone to 2, definitely showing that he will be blowing up that Renin 6 in the near future.
Yeah, Renin 6 gave this deck such a good card engine. It's amazing.
Yeah. I think Renin 6 really is what lands needed.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a bit too slow sometimes, a bit too easy to disrupt, and Renin 6 helps that a lot.
Yep.
Blows up the Blast Zone on his turn, so Lauren does not get an opportunity.
Yeah, the fact that I've seen Jun players in Modern like play a fetch and then use Renin 6 to get the fetch back and then discard it to Lily, it's just really good.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And then like also like just like cycling the canopy land, the green black canopy land,
Mm-hmm.
and just like draw a card and then get it back. You're like, come on.
And in this deck, you can actually use those Egglands to dredge.
You
as
call
well.
it Eggland?
I called it an Eggland.
I've never heard that name. That's really cool.
I've never actually heard Canopy Land.
Well, just because it's Horizon Canopy.
I guess. That makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, wow. All right. So he's getting Ghost Quartered and he has no basics. I've never heard. That's a good. I might start calling it Eggland.
They are eggs.
Sort of. Oh, yeah, 'cause you have to pay 1 to suck it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How many lands players are in Seattle?
Exactly
I know these two. I actually know of another one. She doesn't come up very often.
Mhm.
She used to play a lot more, but I know there's a third. So at least 3.
I feel like you could land on a number pretty soon. Because the question was how many lands player in Seattle?
Oh boy. Oh, we're starting. Starting early.
What up, ching? Alright, we've got Renin 6 getting killed by the Punishing Fire there.
Yeah, that Punishing Fire very good at just shooting down the Renin 6s.
Wait, they go from... Does it go up from 3 to 4, right? It starts on 3 or starts on 2?
I'm pretty sure it starts on 2.
It's not in the card finder.
Our card finder doesn't have Renin 6, so we can't throw it up.
Have it in here.
But card Renin 6 starts at 3, goes up to 4. Wow, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So that's relatively hard to shoot off,
Yeah, you shoot it a couple times.
but not too hard. Just 2 shots and it's gone.
Alright, we got a gamble here. Basically,
Seeing the discard, rolling a d8,
a red
finds the Maze of Ith. I'm sure that is not what Jim wanted to be discarding here.
Vampiric Tutor. Not even Vampiric
No,
Tutor.
not even Vampiric Tutor. Puts it in a hand.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't even have to find a way to draw it.
Is there a black
Finally.
spell that just puts it straight in your hand?
Demonic Tutor?
Demonic Tutor, but that's 2 mana.
It is 2 mana.
Yeah.
Shows how powerful that effect is, huh?
If only you would play that in a deck that revolves around the graveyard.
Hmm. Lauren finally gets her exploration online, so can start matching Jim. I think that Lauren will be running away with this if Jim does not find a loam very soon, though.
Yeah.
That was a Taiga off the top. Oh no, was that a Tabernacle off the top? It was. That's even worse.
Wait, I don't know. How did this happen? So Lauren has exploration. I mean, Jim still has the exploration. He just hasn't got a loam.
Yeah, he doesn't have a loam to get value. Actually has more explorations in his hand, so indicating that he probably wants to blast zone for one and then play more later.
I mean, he triple wasteland. How could you like that? Was just crazy.
I mean, it was a triple wasteland, but realistically, it was using 3 wastelands to wasteland 1 land.
I think I blinked and came back, and then now Lauren's on like 10 lands.
Yeah, this Hall of Heliod's generosity getting back that exploration really helped a huge amount.
Oh, that's a pretty explosive.
Ain't it? I love that border too. Wizards really knocked it out of the park with the inventions.
Yeah. My Chalice's Voice look amazing.
And the strip mine continues.
Yeah.
Ghost Quarter is a deck or is a card that I haven't seen in a lot of lands decks, but Lauren has been playing it for a while now, and it's absolutely a house against many decks.
She has, because she's been playing the deck for so long. She just knows basic counts on most of the decks.
Exactly. And once you get Ghost Quarter to be a strip mine, looks like Jim is actually scooping it up, realizes that he is far enough behind that there is no recovery here.
Yeah, that's just what happens when you're versing a prison deck. You have to realize your time and think, how can I just come back in the next game rather than trying to drag this out? And you know the appropriate time to scoop it up.
Exactly. Lauren doing the sneaky mulligans or the sneaky sideboard style, where it shuffles in all 15 cards and then takes 15 out.
Mhm.
I actually really like this. It's a great mental exercise for people to do with their own decks. Really helps you like learn what cards are important and what cards aren't.
Yeah, definitely. And I think with my Cloud Post deck that I've played it so many times, I like back to forward. I could name the 75 in it. So like stuff like this is fine. It helps you like remember your
Exactly.
deck.
It's a fantastic exercise for like realizing what's important in your deck. And it also hides a lot of information from your opponent at a highly competitive event. Obviously, this isn't, it's a weekly event, but it's a good practice to be in.
But also new because they might be playing the same 72. Like they're working on the same deck. So this makes sense that Lauren is doing this because she knows that Jim knows her deck, and if Jim or Lauren are taking out 2 or 3, then she could probably guess with a 70% accuracy what they're taking out or putting in.
Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate, honestly.
Curious
So-
question: how does the show and tell mirror work?
The show and tell mirror. I mean, if it's the same build, meaning no
Signature.
wishes in either deck,
Okay.
a lot of the time the show and tells will be taken out, and it'll be an all-in on the sneak attack, just because the show and tell in the non-wish build is normally takes a turn. But in the wish builds, a lot of the time, it'll just be like you leave in the show and tells, you leave in the sneak attacks, and you go for it and you jam.
Show and tell reminds me of a card like Living End, where my friend is like a very good Living End player, and he even like came second or third at a GP playing Living End, and I'm like, what do you do as an expert at Living End? What do you do in the Living End mirror? He goes, if my opponent doesn't know, then I take out my Living Ends, because I just hope my opponent Living Ends.
Yeah, there you go.
And everyone's just cycling away until they get to Cascade.
All right, looks like we almost finished sideboarding out. I'm sure both of these decks changed drastically with sideboards, though. There's like many cards. Definitely the trackers want to be brought in. Answers for trackers. Tabernacle probably coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the EEs come out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're just Lauren definitely taking her time. Definitely going into the details the Jim's deck offers.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're Jim, what are you thinking here? Do you think that you're gonna be mulliganing super aggressively, going for the quick combo, trying to just knock Lauren out, or do you want like the solid hand full of just a lot of lands?
So I don't know the lands deck that well, but personally, I feel like because I respect my opponent and I already know in this situation that my opponent knows the deck as well as I do, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I would go for the more sort of protective, like long game hand, and try to grind it out. You know?
Okay.
Because like if you go, all right, I'm just gonna go for the combo. I guess, and then just try to go for it. Lauren might even just like predict and go, okay, he's played that land. I know his next three lines. His next three like turns he's going to do. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And then I'd rather just try to push myself and go, hey, all right, I know my opponent is an expert at this deck. I know that I'm quite confident in this deck myself. All right, I'm going to try to keep a safe hand and not keep like a one lander or something. I mean, you wouldn't do that in lands, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'm versing a Tron player and I know my Tron opponent is really good at Tron, I wouldn't just keep a hand that's really loose. I'd
Hmm.
try to keep a respectable hand.
Can't always do that though.
That's
But
true.
with the London Mulligan, you can do it a lot more often.
That's true. Yep. I've not played a lot of Mulligan with Tron yet. I feel like, or even Cloud Post. I feel like it's going to be really good.
Oh, London Mulligan on Tron. I haven't done it either, but it sounds just dirty.
Oh, mate, it's just like find three lands. Oh, that seems good.
Yeah.
You know, I've been playing Eldrazi Tron and London Mulligan. That's been really good.
Mm.
It's sort of the same premise, but you have Thought Knot.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Thought Not Seer, upgrading decks.
Yeah, it seems good.
Oh, throwing cards out. It looks like they're just asking each other how they're going to deal with that. I think Lauren's just going to take it in her hand. Yeah, looks like that's what they're doing. Jim will know that Lauren has an exploration if she chooses to keep this hand.
Yeah, and it's really weird how the rule works. Like you don't with the London Mulligan, you tuck first, then you decide.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You don't decide and then tuck.
Mm-hmm.
You actually tuck first and decide. And I'm like, why does it do like that? That's so weird. Because like you can be like, look at your hand and be like, I'm gonna keep this, but you don't actually say I'm gonna keep it. You have to tuck a card first, then go, I'm gonna keep.
Yeah, I mean, you keep a 6 when you mulligan to 6, so it really is just tuck first because you're keeping a 6.
Yeah. But I heard that the reason they also do that is because of serum powder.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
Because you can decide to serum powder first.
Yeah.
Before you can decide to serum powder first before you tuck, and then you go serum powder, then tuck, then keep.
Raging Queso, thank you for the subscription. If anyone else has a Amazon Prime membership and they don't know what to do with their free Twitch Prime subscription, you could throw it our way.
Yeah, throw it away. I think you guys subscribing and also just watching this channel, it tells us that we're doing a good job.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the money gained from this channel actually goes directly back into improving the quality of the channel. So,
Yeah, that's why we have good cameras and good headphones. You know, thanks to you guys supporting us. Alrighty, Jim off to a lightning fast start here. He's gone Grove the Burn Willows into Mox Diamond, discarding Ancient Tomb, and he's going to cast that Exploration, and then play another land, another
about 3 mana
Grove.
on turn 1.
Wow.
I'm not really sure what Jim's going to do from here, though. I'm pretty sure he has Wasteland Blast Zone left, so he doesn't really have any gas.
Very heads up play there from Lauren playing that. Vortex.
Oh, Lauren has the Vortex.
Molten
Yeah.
Vortex.
I will not be surprised if we see Lauren win with this Vortex.
Turn 1 especially.
Hmm. Not sure what Jim just top decked right there, but he does have the Blast Zone, and this Blast Zone is definitely going to get popped. Popping your opponent's Exploration and Vortex just seems pretty necessary.
He can Wasteland and Vortex at the same time. That's amazing. But he does lose his own
He
Exploration.
loses his own Exploration, but Jim's out of lands in his hand, so he doesn't really need it right now.
And I think Lauren has a loam.
Yep.
She has a loam.
Lauren's hand looks significantly stronger than Jim's here. Jim definitely needs that loam for the engine. Has the P-Fire and Double Grove, but not a whole lot else.
I mean, if your hand is like Exploration into Exploration Blaststone and Wasteland, I think that's a good keep. I would keep a hand like that.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to mulligan a hand like that. It just doesn't have a whole lot of long game unless you top deck it. Plays the loam, and we're loaming. Loam is so powerful in this deck. It's near a draw 3 a lot of the time.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I mean, do you bring in the Leyline in this matchup, or is you just don't bother? Do they play Leylines in
Leyline of the Void?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they play it, but if they do, they absolutely bring it in.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe chat can help us there, but I don't know if Lance played Leyline. I know I definitely played Leyline in all my decks. I even have unmatching arts.
Ooh, you madman. There's now 3 different arts you can use.
Oh, wow, you're right. They don't play Leylines?
No
Okay.
Leylines. Count.
Makes sense. There's not much room in the sideboard.
Throws down the stage.
Oh yeah, yeah, you can just rotate for bog. Makes sense.
Yeah, and immediately porting. Oh, looks like Jim's gonna opt to use that mana to throw out a P-Fire. Getting value out of it since there's not a whole lot else it's gonna do. Jim really is just digging for an exploration, I think. Or a loam, actually. I think that's what
The loam.
Jim wants right now is a life from the loam.
He wants to draw 3 every upkeep.
Oh, most definitely. Oh, we found the ghost quarter.
It's basically a what's a 2 mana draw 3 card? Like
Standstill?
Stencil?
Standstill. Standstill's 2 mana draw 3.
Why is it Stencil? Is it?
Yeah,
Isn't that an enchantment?
it's an enchantment.
That stops the game for 3 turns?
Standstill is an enchantment that costs 2 mana and says draw 3 cards on it.
Oh, because of the activation. Yes, the trigger. Sorry, you're right. I'm just saying, like right now, Lauren is going to town with that loam, and Jim. Like, do they play surgical? I don't know. Like,
I would be surprised to see a surgical here.
what do they play for graveyard hate?
Bog.
Bog. Okay. But I mean, like, if someone like, if you don't have a bog, obviously, and you don't have the loam to find the bog, then what are you doing, mate? You're just hanging out.
Rotate for bog.
I know. But they have to get the rotate. And right now, you know.
You mulligan to rotate.
okay. All right. I get it.
It's like Lauren has the Dark Depths in her hand as well, so this game will probably be wrapped up relatively quickly.
All right. How many minutes do we have on the clock left?
We got 25 minutes on the clock.
Also,
So
we're definitely gonna.
we'll try to get a backup match after this if it ends shortly.
Well, mate, I have faith in Jim. Jim's gonna get there.
Jim's gonna get here.
Yeah,
I'm not sure I'm gonna place my faith in Jim right now.
I
It's
mean,
not
he's
looking
still
great.
P-fying. Technically, he's winning. She is on 15 and he's on 20.
You're not wrong.
There you go. All right. You should just play Rune Halo and name Life Alone.
Ruined Halo just gives you protection from the spell, right?
Wait, sorry, Nevermore.
Nevermore in
is-
Life from the Loam.
Yes, we get them, guys. And Gideon's
Juicy.
Intervention. I know too many cards in Modern. All right. What have we got? All right, she's gotten too many cards from this loan. All right, but that Crozen Grip in the bin. It's not coming back.
Oh, indeed. Crozen Grip gone. One down.
Oh no! Not that single forest is hanging out again.
The strip mining continues.
No, I thought they banned strip mine in Legacy.
They did, and then they went to Dissension and printed another one.
And then also, isn't it in another set?
It was originally printed in Dissension. It was printed in Innistrad later.
Innistrad, that's
Yep.
it. Yeah, that's what I have. I don't have the fancy ones.
And we're gonna see what Jim's got. I'm not sure what Jim can find here to get back on this horse though. This really seems like he's pretty out of the race.
He can play a tracker,
He could-
start in the beats.
He could play a tracker and start the beats, but I'm not even sure if that's enough.
Yeah. We can see Jim just jam good old tracker right now. And alright, we got a shiny wasteland, Judge Foil.
Indeed.
Judge Foil? Judge
I don't know if that's the Judge foil, but I know Tempest doesn't have pack foils.
So I would say
Wasteland has had at least 2 Judge promos, so
I have a very fun history with Wasteland. I had a friend that kindly donated some magic cards to me as a gift, and I'm like, oh, thanks, man. And he had his whole like foiled Mirrodin set in his binder. Judge foil, no players rewards.
yeah, it's player rewards.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
He had his whole like foiled Mirrodin set in his binder. I'm like, nice. And then in his spare chaff, he had multiple Wastelands. And I'm
Wow.
like, whoa, these are like 120 each. What are you doing with these? He's like, no, strip mine's better.
I mean, he's not wrong. Strip mine is better.
Yeah, and I ended up cashing in the Wastelands and built some bottom decks. So thank you, Mike.
Throwing out the P-Fire, just burning Lauren down to the ground. I don't think Lauren will be burned to the ground fast enough, though.
There's a Heliod card.
Hall of Heliod's Generosity. Did we see that?
Oh, good point. Chad is talking about Cindervines with Hall is a loop.
Yeah, that's pretty hot.
Yeah,
Cindervine's Hall is pretty hot. Cindervines is actually kind of cute in this matchup too, since just punishing your opponent every time they want to loam.
that's true. That's
A
true.
little
Yeah.
bit.
I wasn't sure it's going to be ready for this grinding matchup. Tom, you did not get me ready for this.
I'm not sure I was prepared for it either, but we're going for it.
Alrighty.
I like how lands is like one of the few decks that it's okay to put your lands in front.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, okay. Tracker's in. Tracker. My girl is in. All right, play some lands, Jim. Oh, wow. He's not playing lands? Oh, he maybe already played a land.
Yeah, I think he had to play that Wasteland in order to cast the tracker.
I thought the Wasteland's already been hanging out.
No, he's used many at this point.
Okay, okay. I see.
Most
Alright.
of Jim's lands have gone the way of the Ghost Quarter.
All right, so Lauren also has that, Dark Depths there. So she, she hasn't fired the Dark Depths yet.
No, Lauren, it seems like, really just knows she's so far ahead that she's just going to sit here and just absolutely guarantee the win before she goes for it.
Interesting. I was about to say she didn't cast alone, but she's definitely porting there. And he's got a P-Fire. All right, Jim's on the beat plan. This is such a fast aggro match.
Lauren is falling, but not fast enough for Jim to be able to get here right now.
Good old Shadows of Innistrad chase rare there. I love Tyler's Tracker.
Jim found a crop rotation, so that'll help a little bit stem the bleeding slightly. But really just hurting for a loam right now. And that seems to be the story of this match for Jim.
I hope Jim wins.
You're all in on Team Jim right now?
I'm on Team Jim. I'm always on Team Jim. Jim is my boy.
I'm on Team Lauren. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
no, just because green creatures count. Green creature lives matter.
Green creatures aren't real creatures. It's just the rules. I'm sorry.
I mean, we are both on Team Eldrazi, but I just feel like green creatures deserve a spot in Magic.
Yeah, right next to Lightning Bolt.
Oh, we just had a conversation about Thran here, Tom.
All right, we're seeing what Lauren is going to do, how Lauren opts to win this game. I'm not actually sure what Lauren is going to use to win the game.
Okay, he did not crop rotate. He just let it get tapped. Interesting.
No, I think he's right for doing that too. Oh, plays the Tranquil Thicket.
That's it. Guys, we have a line.
We're making clues.
Everyone,
Once the
we
clues
have
are
a
out,
line.
these ports get a lot worse too.
Wow, still hasn't hit a loam. I think Jim's probably started out all his loams.
No, this loam hurting for a loam.
Lots of wastelands, lots of groves in the bin, hanging out.
It's pretty brutal.
I think also you were talking about cards that made lands get better. Obviously Hall is an interesting line that people have been doing, but like Blast Zone.
Oh, Blast Zone was another addition fairly recently that's fantastic for the deck. I've seen quite a few lands players actually just remove the engineered explosives from their deck.
Mhm.
Obviously, Lauren has not, but I'm pretty sure Jim has.
Mhm.
And it really does fill that slot fairly well. Doesn't hit 0 drops, which is definitely relevant. No token wiping. But
That's true.
other than that, it's pretty great.
Yep. So interesting what just happened there. Lauren actually went for the Dark Depth combo,
Mhm.
and she did not predict that Jim would have the crop rotation, so he actually just cropped, got a token from the clue, and then, most importantly, wasteland that Thespian stage.
Yeah, Jim slow rolled that really well. Lauren might be in trouble. That was really close. Looks like he's probably just going to pop a clue and set Lauren down to 3.
Did you know Tyler's Tracker sacrificing a clue trigger is mandatory?
Really?
Yeah, you have to put a counter on it.
Okay.
Yeah. As in, not the clues, mandatory. I mean,
yeah,
putting
yeah.
the counter on it. Because it's relevant for me as I played Bridge. All right, Jim's getting there. Come on, Jim. Team Jim, yes.
Yeah, there's a loam there's a Maze of Ith in the yard, but Lauren's low enough that, these Punishing Fires are a threat now.
That's true.
If there's one Grove out, that Punishing Fire really could just get there.
Do you think Lauren got punished here because she ghost quartered the jewel land instead of the forest? Because she knows that he only has one forest.
That may be it, but I'm really not sure.
Because I remember when she's playing the Simic
Yeah, the Simic Eggland as well.
Eggland. That's it. That's what I forgot the name already. I'm so bad. But yeah, she ghost quartered the tiger before, or wasteland or something. But so I think because this forest is getting him there.
Oh, this forest is getting him there, and Lauren actually scoops it up. Jim gets the win there. I was not expecting that at all.
Jim
That is really surprising.
Tracker. I love it. I love it. That is so good. Well done.
Just pulls
Jim.
it out with the tracker, dude.
I honestly thought Lauren had that.
So did I.
But I had my full faith.
I
in
thought
Jim.
Lauren had that for a while.
Yes.
I'm not actually sure where that went or how that got there, but
the tracker, and not ghost quartering the forest.
yeah, guess so.
But then again, Jim was on the play. He also,
Jim did have a very strong opener this game.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not to be forgotten. The
Wow,
opener
what a
was
match.
extremely strong.
What a match! What a match!
Yeah, going to game 3. I'm excited.
I
I'm
mean-
glad we're getting to game 3.
Lauren also accidentally dropped that exploration, so he knew, he knew that Lauren had exploration. He played first, and Lauren had the dark depths. She's like, "I'm going for it," and he just like had the crop rotation. So that was heads up play from Jim there.
I think Lauren really was punished by just taking it slow there. If Lauren had gone for the dark depths like
Earlier.
3 turns sooner when she could have, Jim wouldn't have had the crop rotation.
She just loamed a million times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really took the time to get the game under control, and by doing so, Jim was able to steal it.
Interesting. Hopefully, these guys and girls see this, rewatch this match afterwards. So, but if they don't, then by all means, we're here to enjoy the entertainment, people.
Yeah, we got 16 minutes left in the round for this last game 3, so I would not be surprised to see this game actually go to time.
Interesting. How much time do we have in a round?
16.
16 minutes.
Yep. Shuffling up. Lauren going to be on the play this time, I assume. There you go. We got a pretty accurate match round timer on the bottom right corner now.
Nice. Change it 59 later. 49, whatever. All right. So I guess. Do you think sideboards change? I'm not an expert at lands, but do you think sideboards change whether you're on the play or draw? Is that really important?
You know, I don't think this is the kind of deck that has like sideboard cards that really cares about the player draw.
Okay.
I would be surprised to see sideboards change much.
Because as a Pinnacle Tron player, bringing in Spellskite when you're on the draw is really important because you don't want people to con your lands.
Yeah. All right, Lauren keeping the 6, starting off with the fetch. I also saw a Mox Diamond and a crop rotation in this hand, so it's a strong one.
Yeah.
Immediately goes and gets that beautiful Summer Forest.
Summer Forest? What set is that from?
Huh?
What set is that from?
It's Summer.
Summer?
Yeah, Summer is unlimited, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a printing of Unlimited that was not intended to get out to the public because it looked too different after Wizards ordered it.
Mhm.
But it was used in one large tournament. Oh, Revised, I'm sorry. It's a printing of Revised that was used in one large tournament. And so because of that, a few got out.
Yeah, it's okay. We're not going to forgive you. You got that wrong.
I can deal with that.
Okay. You have to live with that all night.
It'll haunt me. But
All right. We have a strong same start from Jim here again.
yeah, it's looking very similar.
Do you remember when back in the day, lands used to play Dark Confidant?
I don't. Honestly, I've always known the decks that play Dark Confidant as Aggro Loam.
Wait, it might be Agrolome, not lands.
It's probably Aggro Loam.
But I was like, when I see like 36 lands, or like I think Agrolome plays like 32 or maybe 35 lands, but like I was just like, that's so smart.
Yeah.
They have a lot of lands.
And you have so many lands. Dark Confidant deals 0 the large majority of the time.
Yeah, so good. And I heard drawing cards is good.
I also heard drawing cards is good.
Actually, I don't think you even draw it. You just like reveal it, put it in your hand.
Lands played Bob on board on occasion. Okay, so yeah, that's not too surprising.
But it dies to fire, but
Sounds like Bob is just like not really played anymore. That Tracker is an option. Oh, we see the Cindervines down instantly. Let's see if we can pull that card up for anyone.
Cinder. I love this card when I saw it. Scroll. That's outdated. No, just put it in here.
Yeah, it looks like okay.
All right, we've got Cindervines in play, which is really interesting because obviously
Hold it up in the chat, Cindervines.
Yeah, Lauren wants to stop the Loam loop.
It's also Destructive Revelry on an enchantment.
And deals. So it's an Eidolon sort of trigger, non-creature spells, right?
Looks like it is non-creature spells. Correct.
Yep.
So every time Jim wants to loam, he's going to take one, which will add up over the course of this game.
Even
For
crop
sure.
rotation.
Yeah, even crop rotations, punishing fires make you take one. Mox diamonds make you take one.
Oh, that's a very good point. Mox diamonds.
All of it but the lands, basically,
Except Tracker.
except Tracker.
Except Tracker. Tracker won last game.
Mm-hmm.
Tracker did its job.
That card is a house. It really, really is.
But yeah, it's so funny. Like when I was versing Jim once, I forgot what I did. I made him like sacrifice all his stuff, and his tracker got like a bunch of tokens. No wait, what did I do? I don't know. I did something, and like it's just we didn't realize that sacrificing the tokens made the tracker grow.
Mm-hmm.
After like you can sacrifice it other ways. There's other ways to sacrifice artifacts, like KCI.
Yeah.
You can use KCI to sack the clues,
Yeah.
and then she still gets the tokens.
Yeah.
I mean the counters. Just sort of interesting.
Just looks for token or for clues to die.
Yeah, to get sacrificed.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, see what Lauren's gonna do. Throwing out a loam. Oh no, throwing out a Renin
Renin
6. The Loam Walker.
It's so funny. I know Jim definitely plays like one or two, but I have not seen one Red and 6 yet.
Yeah, Jim has not found a lot of cards. He hasn't gotten to look through a lot of cards, honestly.
Yep. I feel a little bit sad for Jim here, but he got game 2. That's good.
Indeed.
You got it, boy. Let's go.
Lands really does struggle to deal with walkers, though. I think that this deck's only real way to deal with walkers, like blow them up, is Blast Zone.
And Punisher Fire, right?
Yeah, Punishing Fire does it, but this Punishing Fire is pretty far away. Oh, Lauren pointing at, you take one.
That's it.
Here's the Cindervines trigger.
It's basically a fetch land. Yeah, I think the Blast Zone just.
Is that a Dark Depths? Oh, so he's just going for a 20/20. Right now. Right here, right now. And about to be punished because Lauren has double crop rotation in her hand.
Yeah. But she'll take one.
One of
No,
the,
wait.
Nope.
It's
Cindervines'
opponents.
opponents, yeah.
Ah, that's so good.
But yeah. Looks like Lauren isn't even going to let that happen and is actually just going to opt to find a wasteland and interrupt this whole combo.
He's gonna Aven Mind Sensor in response. I'm just kidding. There's no Aven Mind Sensors in lands.
I wonder if Lauren is opting to get... Okay,
Just
yeah,
the
so just
wasteland.
doing the wasteland, just shutting down the combo. I'd be interested to see why she did that. She probably did this because she has the Renin 6 and doesn't have a wasteland yet, you know?
That's true. Yeah, I was gonna say normally you wait for the
Yeah, normally you'd
sack
wait
it.
for the 20/20 so you can just Caracas it.
Yeah.
But doing this lets Lauren have access to a wasteland to use with this Renin 6 now, which I like this line a lot.
Tell me, how does Ren and 6 work with her ultimate or their ultimate?
Renin 6's ultimate?
Yeah, with the spells that are played in lands.
Oh, well, every spell that's played in lands is pretty abusable with Renin 6's ultimate. Renin 6's ultimate is -6, I believe, Retrace. Give all your instants and sorceries Retrace.
Mm-hmm.
Retrace makes it so you can discard a land and pay the cost of the spell to cast it again from your graveyard.
Yeah.
Which, with something like Life from the Loam, where you get 3 lands for casting it,
Oh. So
just lets you cast as many Life from the Loams as you want.
Seems really good.
And then crop rotation as well, just absolutely disgusting. Renin 6's ultimate actually has a really interesting interaction with Daze. You can pick up the island to pay Daze's cost and then discard it as the retrace cost.
Oh, because you're paying the alternative cost first, and then Retrace asks you, "Hey, discard a
Well,
card first."
You can pay costs in any order you want.
Okay.
So because of that, you can pay the cost of picking up a land and then pay the cost of discarding a land.
Wow, I thought you'd have to do the discard a land first.
Nope.
Wow, that's interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's cool. Seems like Ren and 6 could be a good card.
Renin 6, it might be. It might be a Legacy All-Star. We'll see in the coming months, huh?
No, I just want to play it in my red green dinosaurs deck and just call it that.
Yeah.
Yep. I bought 4 foils to play it in my red green dinos deck.
The red-green dinos. Ooh, -1. Get those enrage triggers.
Yeah, yay,
Ooh.
enrage.
Renin 6, the all-star for red-green dinos, I guess.
Yeah, replace all those Domros.
It's gotta be.
Enrage. Oh, wow. Alright, we've got a canopy land.
Eggland.
Eggland.
I'm messing with
It's
you. You can
literally
call
a
it whatever
Horizon
you want.
canopy.
You can call it whatever you want.
You'd think they would play the Oh wait, there's no Eggland in red green, is there?
No, there's... Yeah, so
Civic.
The 4 that are missing are the ally colors minus green white.
Gotcha. Yep.
Shows an engineered explosives on 0. Immediately blows it up because that's a double stone rain for 1 stone rain.
Seems pretty good. I guess Lauren's just retaliating after the bog.
Jim is now pretty choked out on mana.
That Ren 6 is ticking up fast. Alrighty. I guess this is like, apart from Mono Red Prison, which is somewhat a prison slash fast aggro deck, this is the only other prison deck that exists in Legacy.
Definitely. I mean, there's Mud. Mud exists.
Yeah.
Not many people play it for many reasons. On top of it being very expensive, it's also just not that good.
Yeah, I know.
But-
I know.
Mud is a prison deck,
Yeah, I
and
guess
it's pretty
it is. Yeah.
sweet.
It is pretty sweet. Like, I mean, I just wish I had Mishra's Factory. No, Workshop. Workshop?
Shop is not legal in Legacy.
Well, Workshop is the 3-mana one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Workshop is the Lotus on a land.
Yeah,
and it is not legal in Legacy.
we need that unbanned.
Do we now?
I think everyone agrees that Workshop should be unbanned in Legacy. Where are all my Eldrazi friends at? We definitely should.
It can't even cast Eldrazi. It
Yeah,
only
but
casts artifacts.
But it casts Chalice on 1.
Do you know what it casts? Casts Trinisphere on
Yes,
turn 1.
Trinisphere on turn 1. Yeah, Chad is right. We have Lotus Field now, and that's all we need.
Yeah, Lotus Fields and or Amulets of Vigor, huh? Going nuts?
Yes. I actually play Amulet of Vigor in my Elementals deck. I need to show you my Elementals deck one day.
Really? That's wild.
The combo is
Okay.
hard. You know what Risen Reef does?
I do know what Rhythm Reef does. I
Yeah.
actually, in the M20 pre-release, I got 2 of the Rare Chandra and Risen Reef, and every time you 0 the Rare Chandra, you make 2 elemental tokens.
Yeah,
You just get 2 Risen Reef triggers every turn.
2 Explores, right?
It's pretty gross.
So good. Alrighty, we've got Ren 6 is ticking down, unlike people.
There's the tracker here. Jim doesn't have much lands, but he does have a tracker.
Wait, what? Okay, the tracker attacked, right?
Yeah. Looks like the tracker hit the Ren 6 in the face.
Gotcha, that makes sense. I was going to say, that Ren 6 was higher before.
Opting to get back the land, then plays Sylvan Library.
Wow, that's a big draw there.
Jim is going to have a hard time with the Sylvan Library, probably. Sylvan Library actually has some very interesting interactions with Dredge. You start looking into like the nitty-gritty rules of it.
Yep. Yeah, because you can dredge in replacing the draw steps, right?
Kind of.
What is the interesting interaction with dredge?
It's just more that like if you choose to dredge 2 of the 3 draws, you're gonna take 4, I believe. But if you dredge all 3 of the draws, you take nothing because you drew nothing.
Oh,
So you have nothing to put back.
That's interesting.
Mhm.
Wow, I never thought about that. Okay, Lauren's retaliating here to kill that tracker with a engineered on. All right, and there's the tabernacle and engineered on 3. That's a lot of
It's Caracas.
Caracas. Sorry.
Yes. The Legends art Caracas. It's kind of washed out, especially in English. Legends English printings are pretty washed out, so it's hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah, I should have known. I mean, the Caracas looks like the Space Needle. I should have known.
What a great building that is.
Yes, Space Needle's great.
Where can that building be found? In Seattle, Washington, along
Wow.
with Mox Boarding House Ballard and Mox Boarding House Bellevue.
Oh, this guy. Plug hard.
Hit him with the plug.
hard. That's it, man. That's it. All right. Again, Jim's just hanging in by a thread with this forest, and he's doing his thing.
Plays the exploration. Doesn't have 2 lands to play, but has the exploration.
I love it. Do you know what would be really good right now? A Thron.
A Thrun?
Yeah. Just like swinging in with the beats.
Yeah, I mean, Thrun would probably be great right now, but you can't even pay to regenerate it. Cost 2.
That's true. You can ramp it out of the Mock Diamond. All right. Tango down.
Yeah, I think that will spell the end of the line for Jim, though, because that is Jim is at 1 land, holding his mouth. He knows what's coming.
I think Jim has a line where he could play Hingu's. What's that instant spell that does 10 damage if you're on 10 life? Second right.
Instant spell that does 10 damage if you're at 10 life.
Yeah, it's like a Kamigawa card.
Yeah, I know what card you're talking about. I just can't remember
something
its
something
name.
second right. I played it in EDH the other
I
day.
remember seeing a wild MTG Goldfish video of that actually.
Of
That
course.
MTG Goldfish against the odds of that card.
Yep. If you does 10 if your opponent's on 10. I forgot what the name is, but he could totally. All right. She's on 6 now. It doesn't matter.
For those who don't know, you can actually enter a reference to MTG Goldfish into the notes of your order at Card Kingdom, and they'll send you a MTG Goldfish sticker for a limited period of time, I believe, currently.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can write MTG Goldfish and they give you the stickers, right?
Yeah, they give you a little scoop sticker.
Nice. I wish I should have did that. All right, now Lauren's on the tracker plan. She's getting there. She's getting some clues.
Yeah, Return of the Tracker. I think Jim is currently sitting on 3 Mox Diamonds, so draws that third Mox Diamond, sends it back. Jim knows he's dead. He's just waiting for it to happen. Running up against the clock. We're at 2 minutes left in the round.
Wow. She just judged twice. I know she live-read, yep.
Yep.
And Academy rules. What's Academy rule again? Engineered, right? She's still an engineered sort of
Yep.
style.
Engineered explosives. What the Academy Runes is there for.
All right, he's going to respond to the
Plays Force of Vigor. Oh no, just throws it out. Throws the hand, and looks like Lauren will take this match for the 2-0 for Lauren. Only
2-1.
one lands player can leave.
2-1.
2-0, my bad. I'm sorry. You're right.
2-1. Yeah, I
2-0.
remember when Jim got there with the. I mean, she's on 2-0 now, but the match was 2-1 because Jim got there with a good old tracker.
Yep. So I think we're going to pull this back to us real quick. Hello. Welcome back.
I mean, they got there in like the 50 minutes, right?
Yeah, they did.
Perfect,
It's
yeah.
very close.
Yeah.
Round's ending. I think we're going to take a quick break, and then we will be right back. See you soon.
No, before we say that, guys, in chat, you saw people saying stuff before. Leave a comment in the chat on what you want to see. It gives us good guidance on
Yep.
what we can try to feature in the next match.
We will
okay?
read chat and try our best to get exactly what you want.
Yeah, tell us your favorite decks. Tell us what you want to see, and we'll have a quick break. We'll come back, and then we'll try to feature round 3 at Legacy and Mox Boarding House.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
All right. See you soon. Hey everyone, we're back. Round 3 will be going up shortly. But yeah, we're rolling up. Round reset. We're going to be getting the pairings soon.
All right.
Anything that anyone wants to see in particular?
I think everyone said we want more lands mirrors.
Just more lands, just extra lands mirrors.
Yeah,
Just
okay,
Knight of the Lands
We'll
mirrors.
get Lauren and Jim to have a rematch, and we'll do that for another 2 or 3 hours.
Okay, just run it back for the next like 5 hours, 6
Yeah.
hours, 7 hours.
Let's just round it up to 10.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I guess we get no. Anyways, we have some cool decks going on. We'll look at the new record. So we have we've got Eli on Medalist Judge. He's 1-0. We also just watched Lauren 2-0 there. Nick is also 1-0. Connor, what's Connor playing? I'm just looking at people that are winning.
Yeah.
He's on DT.
Painter or Post? I don't think we have Painter or Post in the room tonight, actually.
If we had either of those, I'm pretty sure they would have been round 1.
I really wish I could put Painter in because I love Painter.
I love
It's
Painter.
my favorite deck.
I actually just picked
But-
up some grindstones myself. I picked them up before they got
Yeah, the
Before they got
Commander unban spiked that card quite a bit, huh?
pretty hard.
Both of
just
them.
like, I just want to play Painter and Grindstone because I saw other people do it. It looked really
Oh,
fun.
it's sweet.
Yeah.
Mill them all out. All right, what else? If this Isochron Scepter deck, how's it doing?
All right, we got some 2-0s. But Nick Regazzo on 2, he's on Elves this year.
Yeah, Nick Regazzo is on Elves,
What's
I
the
think.
other Nick do playing?
Do we want the Nick mirror?
I'm just looking at people that are winning.
Is it Delver? Is it Delver versus Elves?
We just sort of watched Isadora. Joey France, what's Joey France on?
Joey is probably on Burn. He's on Turbo Depths.
What's Greg Mitchell on?
Oh, Greg Mitchell is on
Greg versus Mike.
Alurin. Do we want
Lauren.
Alurin versus that? We already saw Alurin too.
Okay. Kelvin, we already saw. Mac Green, and Mac's been going really well. He's been winning in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, Mac's on a pretty sweet dredge deck.
He's like literally right here.
Yeah, Mac is sitting right in front of
What's
us
Sean
right now.
play?
Huh?
We won't tell him, but oh yeah, he wants. Okay. I also have a friend here that also wants to get on the feature, but he's playing red black goblins.
What's Mac? Who's Mac playing against? Sean?
Mac is versing Sean. What's Sean on?
Sean is on Turbo Depths. Do you want Dredge versus Turbo Depths? We'll have to find a backup match if we do.
Okay, so the backup match. My friend is on red black.
Let's
goblins.
do that. What table are they at?
We have Mac on 5.
5.
Yep. And put.
All right.
Yep.
So we're gonna have Dredge versus Turbo Depths. It's probably not gonna last very long. It's gonna be pretty sweet. And then
Okay.
we'll get a backup match for everyone.
Are you guys interested in red black goblins? We have my friends playing red black goblins tonight.
I'm sure there's people interested in Red Black Goblins. That deck is sweet. No?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. So, do we want to put red black goblins?
What's Red Black Goblins at right now? What's its record?
It's 1-0.
Or
1-1
1-1?
versus Chris Williams.
What's Chris Williams on? Not Chris Wessel.
You know, we plays the control decks. Chris Williams. He's on Rug Delver.
Okay. Let's get that. What table is that?
That is table 13.
Table 13.
Thank you. All right, we'll get red black goblins versus Rug Delver. I haven't seen
Alright.
Rug Delver in ages. Alrighty, let's bring it back. Bring it
Yeah,
back to the match.
Rug Delver also got a huge boost with Ren and 6, so I'm sure we're going to see more Ren and 6 action.
Oh man.
We're going to send it down to the match. Our players will be seated shortly. We're just going to be updating the overlay so everyone can have proper information.
We have Zach Dionis. Space D. Okay. Yeah. Zach is. Wait, is that the right table? Yeah, that's Zach there. Versus Chris. I think that's Chris. I can't see. Yeah, it's probably Chris. Yep, that's Chris. Yep.
Perfect. I'm excited to see this Red Black Goblins deck. I think Goblins is severely underplayed in Legacy, honestly. I feel like it's almost just a better D&T deck a lot of the time.
Yeah, the black splash is for you know, the Lord, and also there's a new goblin.
Munitions.
Yeah, expert. It has
Yeah,
flash.
munitions expert. Yeah.
Yeah.
1/1 red black flash domes creatures equal to your goblin count.
Yeah, it seems good. Oh, we're just gonna update the names here. He's on Rock Delver, right?
Find out which player is going first. It looks like Jim won the roll, or not Jim. It
Zach.
looks like Zach won the roll, I think. Always a smart move, checking sideboard before the match to make sure your main board is correct.
I mean, 100%. I always do that. It's always a good just the gut check to make sure that you're not pulling out your sideboard cards.
Exactly. It's always weird to like be playing game one and just be like, oh, I just drew a sideboard card. Guess we
Yeah.
have to call a judge and deal with this now. So
Yeah, I was playing a deck once, and my opponent's like Nature's Claim. I'm like, yeah, that's not a main deck card.
alright. Looking at the hand from Chris. I see a whole lot of lands and a whole lot of Rug Delver things, along with the From the Vault Delver.
From the Voltella. The shiny Delver that looks very cartoony.
I love From the Vault Delver.
Nice. All right, Chris is on the play. Turn 1 Delver, shiny Delver.
Turn 1 Shiny Delver. So shiny.
All right, I don't think anyone mold as well, so we got some full grips here.
Indeed. Throwing
Cavern.
out Cavern on Goblins. Cavern, I feel
Starfish.
like, is the most important card. Oh, Mog Fanatic immediately pings off the Delver. We are off to a start.
Oh man,
We
Mog
are off
Fanatic.
to a start indeed.
I love it. Uncounterable 1 mana Mog Fanatic.
Fantastic. Who needs Lava Dart?
Who needs lava? You can't even lava with that flashback at the moment. Oh man, this is good. All right, go firing off a ponder there by Chris.
Using the superior Ponder art, as always. No Jace faces on this one.
Yep.
I'm seeing the new Full Art Lightning Bolts as well. I'm glad they made another Full Art Lightning Bolt. Those player reward ones were starting to get a bit pricey.
For a random second, I was a little bit confused because I thought it was like a Tarfire.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Tarfire is the Goblin one, right?
Tarfire is the Tribal Goblin Shock.
But I was like, I don't think he can do that. Okay, he got Wastelanded. Okay. Let's see if
Yeah.
he's got another.
Rug Delver does that. Just throws the Wasteland right back at Chris.
Back to turn 1,
Here we
guys. Wow, this is
Oh,
a fun match.
I'm ready. In the driver's seat, ready to go. Chris is sitting on a daze as well, so Zach definitely going to be hurting to be missing that Cavern.
Quick question: do you think it's too powerful to have Days in Modern?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Okay, I was like, because Modern's gotten like a legacy light lately, and I was like, maybe Days would work.
I feel like daze would just contribute to the problem.
Yeah,
Honestly, I just don't want to see Death Shadow decks with daze
that's true.
in Modern.
Yeah. That's too strong.
That
yeah.
sounds really gross. I might be wrong about it being too strong, but it just sounds gross.
All right.
Throws out the Thoughtseize.
Targeting him.
See a lackey immediately, like, here's the lackey you're going to take, and here's my other cards.
Got all full of mountain.
And then Chris agrees, yes, I'll take the lackey. Oh, maybe Chris is not taking the lackey.
I mean, is that an interesting sleight of hand there, where you're just like, here, I assume you're gonna take this, and try to persuade them to take the card that you want them to take?
Yeah, I mean, like, I think if Chris doesn't take the lackey, this is a very obvious tell that Chris has days.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Is that the lucky there?
no, he took Goblin. It gives his creatures haste and reduces Goblin cost by
War Chief?
colorless. War Chief, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's true. That's a
Zach
big sign.
immediately throwing out the lackey. I'm not sure I like that. I feel like you can read that your opponent has
daze.
the days here when he doesn't take the lackey.
But he also has just like gone up a land, like he's because he had to bounce the land.
Chat is correct. This is 4-color Delver. It is not Rug Delver. So we will correct that shortly.
Do you think he's playing the Ren and 6? That's
Ren and 6.
That's what 4-color is. these
I
days.
feel like it's wrong to be playing Wasteland without Ren and 6 right now.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
And especially in a deck like this, Ren and 6 makes Wasteland so much better. So
I think we should ban Ren and 6. It's just too powerful in the format, and let all the club host decks survive.
oh no.
Yeah, I've been seeing this pop up on Twitter like tons and tons. People are all playing Ren and 6 in Delver.
Who needs Leovold? I wonder if this 4-color Delver deck is playing Leovold, actually.
Leovold? I mean, why not?
Yeah, exactly.
All the colors. I think the 4-color Delvers, they blank on white, right?
Oh, Let's see if Zach resolves this Aether Vial. Aether Vial is definitely the
Really
key to the
important.
Delver matchup.
Super important. I mean,
Chris,
I could see force in his hand.
yep, definitely going to be forcing this. That if you don't force the Aether Vial, you're not going to be forcing anything else for the rest of the game. So
I mean, he's beaten down. Like, Chris is on 10 now,
yeah,
right?
Chris even pitches the true name there, committing to the fact that he only has one land currently. Being realistic about the fact that that true name probably isn't going to get him where he wants to go.
I'm seeing some ponders and brainstorms in the mist. Wait, what is that full art card that Chris has? It's like really really bright.
It's Lightning Bolt.
Okay. Oh, it's the foil lightning bolt.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Is the
GP promo.
GP promo.
All right, these
Indeed.
tokens are beaten down. This Mog War Fanatic, right?
I really like that Zach paid his Echo cost on this Mog War Marshal.
War Marshal. Gotcha.
Yeah, puts it like just a little bit harder to deal with, just a little bit more annoying with these lightning bolts.
Wait, Zach is getting there, man. His tokens are just going to town.
Yeah, Chris really struggling with this Underground Sea. Does he Brainstorm lock himself? Nope, finds the Volcanic on the last one. He is Brainstorm locked, though.
Yeah, you're right.
So, although he's not out of lands, he is out of
Ideas?
draws.
Ah,
Not sure if he's out of ideas yet.
because he just brainstormed.
He got so many more ideas. He has the Volk now.
Okay, that's true, yeah. He's like, I need to find a volcano. And then he just found one. Like,
Indeed.
it seems a little bit weird.
Knowledge is power.
Just brainstorm. Brainstorms are terrible.
Notice how
Dreadhorde.
last turn, even though he drew it, he didn't play the Volk.
Yeah, I was about to say that, yeah. That's a
Um,
really interesting thing there.
Definitely looks like he prioritized that Dreadhorde pretty hard, and I think that he was probably right to do that, because this Dreadhorde blocks very well.
1-3 for no reason at all, guys.
Yeah.
No reason at all. Why is it a 1-3? You can't be a 1-2. It's a 1-3.
Zach top decks the Wasteland. Let's see if he opts to keep that mana, because he's also mana screwed, or go at Chris's land base. If he's been especially acute to how this match has been going, I think he would Wasteland this Volcanic Island. Although, now that he has the Dreadhorde Anarchist, maybe that's not the right case.
I think Zach's also playing. There's a card that like has Prowl, that's black. I saw it in his deck, and like, do you know what Prowl?
Oh, yeah. I can't remember what it's named, but it gestures caps your opponent when you prowl it.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
You get to search a library and take a card out of it.
3,
3 cards,
I believe.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. He's going for attack. Chris is on 5 now, and he's gonna cast. Is that the Prowl card? Wait, what am I talking about? That is the Prowl card.
No, that looks like... Oh, is that... Or is that Mad Ante? Earwig Squad is the prowl card. Is that Earwig Squad or Mad Auntie?
I don't even know this card.
It's Earwig Squad.
This
Yep.
is Earwig Squad, yeah.
It's Earwig
yeah.
Squad.
This is why he's splashing black.
Going through gestures capping.
Chat, how do you know these cards? Attack with a rogue, right? If you connect with a goblin or a rogue,
Yep.
you get to like Justice cap them.
You get to prowl cost it. It also costs less when you prowl it. It costs
Yeah.
5 normally, so it reduces
Wow.
its cost by 2, and you get a gestures cap.
So it's ETB ability?
I think so.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's an ETB dependent on how you cast it.
Gotcha, yep. Oh, you're right. The ability only happens if you prowl it?
Yeah.
Good old
Rummaging
prowl.
around the deck. What do you think
Yep.
you take? If you're Zach,
From 4
what would
color
you
Delver?
take from Chris's deck?
Well, I mean, I think you just
Looks
take
like
the
he's
reds.
got all the Ren and 6s in his
Yeah.
hand.
You should take all the
Should
reds,
remove
right?
that option from the deck, and I don't hate that line at all, especially since he has 3.
I mean,
Yep.
yeah, I would take the Rens, because the Rens will kill a lot of your creatures. Also, he has a Krenko up there. Oh, the Krenko's 2/2, so I guess, yeah. But, you know, you could potentially take out Forces, I'm not sure. But, like, right now, he's on 5 life. Does Goblins play
Ooh,
Goblin
he's
Grenade, or is that
Pulling Tarmogoyfs to the front now. Possibly not wanting to just deal with fatties.
That's a good
Yeah, it
point.
looks like he just pulled 3 Tarmogoyfs. Did not let us see those very long, but pulling 3 Tarmogoyfs doesn't seem like the worst in the world. Goblins, especially this Goblin's hand, is probably going to have a hard time with fatties.
Also, the other thing is he gets to look through the whole deck.
Yeah, he does. He gets to see every single card.
Alright, so the fact that this Dreadhorde is going to attack is a sort of a big deal. Like, it's going to go downhill real fast. And he has...
Chris opts to do. Chris was able to get away with having that Volk for the whole turn, so now he gets to bolt.
Yeah, I was gonna say Bolt and Bolt's really strong.
And I think that this game just gets run away with at this point. I don't even think he's actually going to bolt this Mog War
No,
Marshal.
you just brainstorm, right?
Yeah. Cast all the cantrips.
There's a ponder, is it? Yeah, that's the best one. The best one is like when you attack step ponder. Like
Mhm.
that's just gas.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
You just like Teferi is like already breaking the rules of sorcery spells when people are like instant speed Wrath of God. I'm like, come on, man.
Mm.
And then now people instant like attack step ponder. Hey, yeah, come on, wizards, what are you doing? And hit for one. I'm glad it's a one powered, but and not a 2/2 like.
Yeah, if that ability was on a 2/2, that'd be disgusting because it looks at its power for what
Yeah,
it flashes back.
exactly. Yep.
So if it had 2 power, oh boy.
Just flashback that him. Just him, and then flashback him.
Um, thanks. We will see about that. There's other Card Kingdom employees run the logistics behind the stream. Us casters are just Seattle locals involved in the community wanting to bring content out to y'all. So
Yeah, Cardboard Light, thanks for the comment, by the way. We actually thought about doing that. We could probably do it in the bigger tournaments, but not in the weeklies because we don't know. When people don't
yeah, we
submit
don't
deck
know
lists.
deck lists at these weeklies. So
Yeah, but definitely LPS would be great.
yep, 1K is anything comp REL where we have deck lists.
I mean, we can guess. I'm guessing Zach has Prowl Creatures.
Zach does indeed have prowl creatures,
I love
or
it.
at least one prowl creature.
And some amount of goblins. Alright, he's on 4. Wait for that goblin grenade. Bam!
So we're gonna get Chris top decks a second red source in Badlands, so that's gotta feel kind of good. I'm wondering if Chris is actually kind of happy that those Tarmogoyfs are out of his deck now, because top decking a Tarmogoyf here would be pretty horrible. Throws out more brainstorms, sees what shenanigans he's doing.
Man, he's trying to sculpt the perfect hand. No, I think the ghost is okay, but like I think Chad is like saying ghost seems a bit loose, but like right now, Zach is dedicated to the plan. He just wants to attack.
Yeah, I'm still on the train that Goyf was a bit loose when there's no way to cast Goyf in play, but
That's true.
I'm pretty sure Chris has this game locked up anyway.
I know.
Chris is like generating so much value every single turn here, and
Does
like
Goblin play Bolt?
Goblins does not play Bolt.
Okay.
Goblins plays Tarfire.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yep.
We've seen Delvers.
Yeah, we saw one Delver.
It got
One Delver
killed.
that got Mog Fanaticked at the start of the game.
Kevin
Yep.
Mob.
This game started off with Delver into Cavern Mog Fanatic. Shoot you, Delver.
Yep, and I love how the Monarch Fanatic went straight to the bin.
It's fantastic.
Kevin came in tapped, and then Monarch Fanatic went to the graveyard.
Oh, here's the true name. If this true name resolves, this game really is over.
Of course it resolves.
Yeah.
Busting red and black goblins.
Red Blast?
Oh yeah, that's true. In the main deck? Wow.
Nah, probably not. Plays the Aether Vial, notably tapping down the mountain to play it, so does not have access to things like Tarfire anymore.
That's
Wastelands
true.
the Valk.
I think he's just on the Vial plan now. If you can get it up to 4 or 3.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine using the Krenko, the copy, the Wog, the Fanatic Wog, Mog Marshal.
There we go. Mog War Marshal.
Wog,
But
Mog War Marshal.
honestly, that Aether Vial is exactly what Zach needed. I don't see him having a chance at this game without that Aether Vial, but now, if Chris doesn't present enough of a clock, this Aether Vial actually could get to a point where it makes a big difference.
The next attack is 7 damage, man. You have True Name, Bolt,
It's not small, but Chris will run out of bolts. Chris does not have mountains anymore.
These are first world problems for Chris.
Indeed.
Oh, he's got a brainstorm.
As he brainstorms for, I believe that's the 5th brainstorm this game.
It's like this is red. Red is the new Snapcaster.
Yeah, it really is. Cast it for free too is so fantastic.
Yeah, I agree. I think more people should play Trinosphere in all their decks. So then all of Legacy slows down.
Oh please, please, Dark Rituals and Trinospheres. Really going nuts.
Yeah, just wait. Does Pox play Trinospheres?
It should.
It should. I think.
Throws down a new red source. Oh, and has the destruction for the vial. I think that wraps up this game.
Abrupt
once
decay.
the Abrupt Decay hits that vial.
Mhm.
Zach is going to have a really hard time presenting a clock fast enough now.
But with a Goblin Guide, we're good.
See the top deck, look, poke Chris in the face. Chris now in Tarfire range.
Tough fire range.
In range of Tarfire indeed.
No. You need to play land, sudden shock. Get him.
Oh, yes.
We're waiting for it right now. Sudden shock.
We have new art Goblin Matron in this deck. What's your opinion on new art for Goblin Matron?
Has to be the old one.
Has to be old Goblin Matron?
Yeah.
Is this a large fail for Zach?
I mean, it's okay. He's playing goblins. It's still good enough.
That's fair. But is it really Goblins without an old Matron?
That's true. I do respect the new artwork. The artwork looks cool, Modern Horizon. And I'm glad that they put it into modern into that set. But I don't know. I've become so attuned to the old one.
Yeah. Which one's your favorite, the Saga or the 7th edition?
I'll have to get back to you on that one.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't seen it in a while. Oh, wow. Ren and 6. This is not a place for planeswalkers, my friend. What are you doing here? I don't think there's been enough Ren and 6 tonight.
I agree. I think if we don't see at least 4 Ren and 6 a match, we're doing it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Probably-
finds the second snow-covered mountain. Do you think he's doing anything with those snow-covered mountains, or are they just there?
Oh, it's like he's got like 5 screds in his deck.
Oh,
Yeah, he's looking to scred all the true names.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm ready. Rummaging around in that graveyard some more. I wonder if Chris has any way to pump his Dreadhoard's power.
I love how you went from like 2 lands, uncastable spells, to now 5 lands.
Yeah, I mean, we have to remember, Chris was brainstorm locked at one point in this game.
Zach's so close. If only he had Goblin Guide. I mean, Goblin Grenade.
Yeah, this really is the problem that Goblins runs into relatively often, is it just doesn't have the reach.
Vial. Okay. Wow, this is the 3rd vial.
Yeah.
2nd vial, 3rd vial. I don't know. One of the vials.
It'd be hard pressed for this vial to get enough value to work, though. Throwing out 2 bolts, and Zach will scoop it up, go to game 2.
Okay. I mean, that's average time. That's like 33. I mean, I think the turn 1 play was very impressive. The good old turn 1.
Oh, this game started well. Most
turn 1
definitely.
Delva with like force and days back up. And then he's just like, Cavern Mog. So good. So good.
All right, going to the sideboards. Any fun shenanigans that you know about going on in Zach's sideboard?
I did not look at his sideboard deck, but I just know that he had. It looks like a pretty standard mono red goblins deck, splash black for the new guy in Modern Horizons, and a bit of prowl. I didn't look at his sideboard, but I was assuming he's playing some discard. That's what you'd go for, right?
Yeah, I think so. Probably bringing in some red blasts as well. Pyroblast, just counter the true names, because Goblins really doesn't have another way to deal with the true name other than Pyroblast it.
Yeah, you either counter it on the stack, or you stare at it like an annoying little fish.
Indeed.
Alright, what do you think Chris is bringing in here?
I think that Chris is just gonna. If I'm Chris, I take out the Force of Wills. I don't think Force of Wills is good enough in this matchup. I think you just want to be more proactive, fight the board. You don't really need to fight the stack against goblins, you know.
Yep, and if he's got a cavern, that's sort of hard to deal with, right?
I think the most important thing Chris needs to do though is bring in every way he has to destroy Aether Vial.
Yep, definitely Zach being on the play, he could sneak out that Aether Vial, and just like tick it up and go to town, right?
Yeah, Aether Vial is the way that Chris will steal this game.
You mean Zach?
Yeah, sorry. Aether Vial is the way that Zach will steal this game, but I'm not sure if Chris will be able to deal with it or not.
What are your opinions as a, I don't know if you know goblins that well, but what do you think the correct number is?
For Aether Vial?
Yeah.
4.
4?
4. Oh, yeah. 4.
Yeah, nice. All right. Awesome. All right. Well, we got Zach is not up a game. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry. Chris is actually up a game. I'll give that point to Chris. The true name Nemesis. Yeah. All right, we're going to go into game 2. Zach is going to be on the play with Chris here in 4-color Delver. What do you guys think about this new 4-color Delver deck? I think it's really cool. I think it's really... I mean, it's a bit greedy, But like Ren and Six has definitely like added a new dimension to Legacy.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ren and 6 single-handedly lets you get away with this, honestly.
Hmm.
As long as you can get up to 2 mana and like slam a Ren and 6, it really will just help you like carry the entire game.
People at work today were joking and saying Ren and Six is a new death row.
Ren and 6 might very well be the new death rate, but I think I'm okay with it because it's green-red.
Yeah. It's there's a hard color cost.
Yeah, the green-red much more solid than black-green. I don't think honestly. I think the biggest problem was that Black was getting Birds of Paradise with Deathrite Shaman,
Hmm.
and Ren and 6. First of all, isn't a mana ramper. Doesn't let you play 3 drops on turn 2,
Hmm.
and isn't in Black, which it needs to not be.
So do you think that's the major reason why Death Right was so strong because it was a hybrid green black?
Oh, absolutely.
So
I think if Deathrite was
Just
just
green?
solid green, it would be a much more fair card.
Hmm. And randomly a 1/2. Really pushed it hard.
Yeah, that card was pushed. They really do fill pretty different roles. Deathrite also allowed for a lot of main deck graveyard hate, reducing the amount of graveyard hate you needed in the sideboard,
Hmm.
whereas Ren and 6 does not do that. I think Ren and 6 overall is just more a well-rounded fair Deathrite for Legacy.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, it deals with the graveyard, but like actually there was a big Reddit thread going on, and someone asked Maro about like non-humanoid planeswalkers, and he's like, "Yo, that like I'm just gonna rattle out a list of like 15 or 18 planeswalkers now that aren't humanoid because
Yeah,
it's
I
like
mean,
a Johnny
they're
and
all humanoid.
huh?
They're all humanoids.
Okay,
It's it's more that I think he wrote the main idea was that like they want to tell a story with their planeswalkers, and it's a lot easier to tell a story through a humanoid character versus just a pretty hard to connect with like monster or just like weird amalgamation of things.
but Johnny, is he a humanoid?
Yeah, he's a humanoid.
Oh, because he looks like a human.
Yeah, he's like bipedal, kind of like humanish.
Gotcha. Okay, interesting. But like, all right, so then you're talking about what's that goblin that like? There's a goblin dude that's in EDH. He's a humanoid because he looks like a human.
Well, yeah, it's the general idea of just like being like bipedal with arms
Okay,
ahead.
interesting. All right.
I mean, do DRS a 2-1 for or a 1-2 for standard? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Wizards, I think, has been pretty open that they don't really test for legacy very often. So a lot of things like that can come up.
I love how Zach like turn one lackey and then like Zach just put it in the bin.
Yeah, I mean, like this is how it works. If this turn 1 lackey doesn't get answered by Chris, then the game is over.
Yep.
And they both know it. So it's the starting dance. Did you keep the lackey? Yes. Did you keep the death threat or the bolt? Yes. Now we
Yeah.
can play a game of Magic.
Definitely, yeah. That lackey's way too strong.
Oh, gets the Wasteland and the Vial.
Oh, that's the smart
Oof.
play there, playing around the days.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing here. Delver.
Throws out that FTV Delver.
No,
So shiny.
I hate
So
it.
good.
I hate it so much. I mean, the old Delvers are so cheap. Why would you play this terrible foil?
It's so sweet.
No, it's so bad.
Yeah, the flip FTV cards are actually wild. They're really thick.
Ah,
Because
okay.
that FTV foiling is already very thick.
Hmm.
So doubling it is actually, like, it's noticeable.
You need to put those perfect cards in, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow, drop the K on the flip. I'm assuming
He's got to be super happy to see that.
Yeah,
Gets
drop
to flip Delver and slam land Abrupt Decay.
Yeah.
Unless, ooh, Chris doesn't have a land.
Wow.
Okay.
He's gonna draw a land eventually. Like
Brainstorming for
is that Levolt?
something. If I'm not mistaken, Chris is brainstorm locked right now.
I think I see a Levolt in there as well.
This is a really bad position for Chris.
Yep. I think I did like Levolt flavor. Like
Yep.
what
Chris is
flavor-
brainstorm locked.
Yeah.
So there's at least 2 turns where Chris will be doing not a whole lot. And Zach is probably ecstatic to see that.
I wonder if Zach and Balzang in at one. That'd be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's good old end of turn lackey. Interesting shout out there from Nightbot. Playing
Alright.
with words with the whole core set 2020.
Ticking up to 2. Vial getting into range that it's relevant in. See what the top deck is. Zach has even more lands in his hand as well. So getting Wastelanded will not be a risk at all. Chris could even have one. Oh, I think that is Goblin Chieftain is what that is. Gives
Yep.
his goblins +1/+1 and haste.
Yeah, I mean,
So Zach really is just going to start beating down.
this is an aggro deck now.
Indeed.
Wow, yeah, you're right. Chris doesn't have the second land, right? Because he's brainstorm locked.
Yep. Looks like Zach doesn't have a 2-drop goblin. I imagine he would have put it in with the vial and attacked with it if he could.
Oh wow, Dramoka's command was it? I thought true name was Dramoka's command.
You saw Dramoka's command.
I think I saw a Dramoka's command, but they don't have white, so it must
I'm
be
pretty sure
something
this deck doesn't have white.
else. Okay, it might have been Abrupt Decay. I
Okay.
saw something very like I don't know. I'm flying off the rails today, guys. I don't know what
Dramoka's
I'm
command
saying.
would be hot.
What is he stacking? What enchantments? No, I don't know.
All right, Vial ticks up to 3. This Goblin's deck really is just firing on all cylinders right now. It has every single thing it wants. It's got
For
the
sure.
Vial, it's got the Cavern, it's got the Chieftain,
Mate, tribal is where it's at.
and it's got an opponent that's brainstorm locked.
Mate, you just can't have all the power all the time.
Yeah.
Alright, he's attacked by Vol 3, right? It's the Matron.
Puts in the Matron, Modern Horizons.
Seems good. What would you get here?
I think I would just get Kranko. I'd just go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, gets a munitions expert. It's just going to shoot down the Delver. That's a pretty good move. I'm not mad at that.
But if you Krenko, I mean, you can just get it. You can get the expert again.
Yeah.
Wait, does it do target player or creature, or is it like every? Is it like
It's only creatures.
only creatures? Gotcha.
Munitions expert only goes to creatures. I'm not actually sure. It might go to planeswalkers as well. Let me check.
Normally does. Yeah, creatures playing Walker. It's okay. It's another Delver.
Yeah. It's not what Chris wants to be seeing.
So Matron is she's a 3, off, ish.
Munitions expert goes to a creature or planeswalker. Correct.
Yep,
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
So
All right, we got the good old
seeing the flips, we got the M20 ringleader.
ringleader. That's
We got some opinions on that one.
Don't like it.
Don't like the M20. Don't like the crossed arms. There's the Kranko. All the tokens have haste because of Chieftain and their tutus. So that game is packed up.
Chris has
Zach
some
takes
one
one off
land.
Chris.
I mean, he did throw a few wastelands here and there. That makes sense.
Yeah. But that brainstorm lock was brutal.
Yeah. That's what you get for playing blue spells.
It's the risk, man.
It's the risk we take.
Sometimes you got to get punished for the 1-mana draw 3.
Yeah. Yep. You should just like break the rules of Magic, brainstorm, sundial, ignore the judge, and then just keep your hand and pass the turn.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, have you read that story about the Platinum Angel?
I haven't.
Oh, dude, it's like one of the best stories I've ever read. Someone wrote a fictional story about some guy.
Oh, the copy pasta where the guy just doesn't concede even though the judge says?
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
What's the copy pasta?
Huh?
What's copy pasta?
Oh, it's like stories like that on the internet.
Okay, yeah. Someone just wrote. Yeah, it's a story that someone wrote, and I just could not. I was boiling myself. Like, basically, the story premise goes is like he's at a GP, and like, the judge. I mean, he's like, oh, I'm gonna play a Platinum Angel. It's like that's fine, and then the judge is like, no, like he's supposed to lose the game or something, right? Like he does something. He's like, all right, you lose. He's like, I can't lose because it's the Platinum Angel, and then he's just like. Wait, he's right. And, he can't lose the game. And then they're trying to pack up the event or they want to leave or something, but he's like, no, I can't lose. The Platinum Angel's in play. And then his mom's like crying outside of the building, and they're like, please come out. It's super exaggerated, but it's just hilarious. I highly recommend you guys find the story. It's quite funny.
I've seen it pop up a few times on the Magic subreddit.
Yeah, it's like a Magic story that it's a joke that Magic players get, and because I'm so emotionally attached to this game, I just love reading that story. And I'm like, it's so funny.
All right, so Chris probably going to be on the play here. I doubt there's going to be Dazes, or actually no, we did see Dazes game 1, right?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so there's probably going to be Dazes, and Daze is a big deal, especially against Vial decks. Being able to Vial Daze those turn 1 Vials is.
It's also awkward
huge.
against Cavern, but.
Yeah, it is pretty awkward against Cavern, but most counterspells are. Not all, but most.
I mean, these players are playing at a good, appropriate fast speed. You know,
Mhm.
they're putting the threats down. They're playing their spells. I just feel like it's been up and down with whoever's getting who's been on the play or not.
Yeah, I mean that's seems to be what it's been so far. I'm pretty invested in this at this point.
Hmm.
So back and forth. Looks like Chris will not be getting brainstorm locked this time around, having more than one land at the start.
Hmm. Hmm.
I see that Ponder has a bolt and a brainstorm. That's exactly what Chris wants.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah, no, Bolt super important. In this interesting that he grabbed a Misty. I thought he would have grabbed a Volk.
Trop.
Trop, sorry.
Yep, no problem.
I'm like,
He.
it's
I
a
bet
late
he's
night.
using it because of a land he has in his hand. Yeah, so he had a Badlands in his
Badlands,
hand, so
makes
grabs a
sense.
Trop, so he has access to all 4 colors along with a Ren and 6.
Hmm.
Because Badlands is the land Chris does not want to have right now, though.
But he's got the Bolt in his hand, so like
He does have the Bolt, but Badlands casts 0 cantrips.
that's true.
It's
That's
not a
true.
feel
But
good.
he wanted something to be able to just like with that lucky.
Here's the Lackey. It looks like turn 1, it's turn 2.
Oh, he didn't bolt it. Okay, didn't end the turn bolt it because he did see the bolt off the Ponder.
He has a Wasteland in hand too, but Zach opening on Mountain instead of Cavern really helps him out.
All right,
Seeing
lucky,
what he
connect,
draws.
connect.
This Lackey will... I be surprised to see this Lackey connect.
He's got a misclick. Moto, let's go.
Let's see the misclick right here, right now. Throws the fetch land down. And immediately, oh, you're swinging. All right, here's the bolt.
All right, here's the bolt.
Finally drags it out of his hand.
You know what we're gonna see? Fetch, Blossoming Defense.
Oh, please. I need more Blossoming Defense
But not
in my
even
Goblin
that.
life.
What's the other one? Not Blossoming Defense. The Phyrexian one.
Apostle's Blessing?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because we're in red black, guys.
Throws down the Wasteland. Throws down the Jitte. Do you know what Goblins does about Jitte?
What?
Absolutely nothing.
They just ignore it.
They lose to it.
Yeah, they will lose to it. Yes, I mean
If-
they got red where they could try to Shattering Spree, but right now I
We're
don't
gonna
think
see. This is game 3. I wonder if Zach predicted this Jitte, predicted to have the Shatters in his deck. Because if Zach did not predict to have the Shatters in his deck, this Jitte could be single-handedly the downfall. Actually, you know what?
the Goblin.
Goblin gets to play with a new card.
Trash
yeah,
Master.
Trash Master just blows up artifacts.
Yeah, I was about
Ooh,
to say. Yeah, I was about to say Trash Master.
Yep.
It also gives 1-on-1.
Yeah, it's a Lord as well. But you have to sack it. You have to sack a Goblin, correct? To blow
You
up
can,
an artifact?
you can sack itself, but yes, you have to sack a Goblin.
Okay, yeah.
I think
So
he's
Trash Master
playing it now.
actually might make this not much of a problem.
is he playing it now? Is it
No,
playing
he's
it now?
playing Matron is what it looks like.
Aw. To grab Trash Master.
Grab the Trash Master.
Trash Master.
Though,
No.
Crater Maker.
Crater Maker.
Crater Maker
That
also does it,
does
huh?
And also gets a vial because he can
Mhm.
tick it up.
Yep.
Because he also has to connect with the Jitte. Unless he's playing like Swiss Beer and
Mhm.
Unland.
And Crater Maker, an even cleaner answer to this Jitte, in my opinion, though.
Yeah, no, Crater Maker's actually legit because it works in other matchups.
Exactly.
we're just silly duffers, aren't we?
I've had more than one of my Emrakuls blown up by Crater Makers.
He's just a little guy with a bomb, and he blows up a giant tactical monster that can live in a moon.
This match really has been a struggle for Chris to just his lands really been punished. Shows like this is what Goblins does. It punishes these greedy mana bases, these 4-color Delver mana bases.
Would you like if you had like a choice of 2 fully foiled decks in front of you, and one is D&T and one is Goblins? What would you play?
Oh, Goblins.
Goblins?
No doubt.
Just the angry guys.
No doubt Goblins.
I wonder if
The second Matron.
Yep.
See what we're going to get with this one.
Just randomly, I wonder if someone played 8 whack in Legacy. All right, just like brought their modern 8 whack deck, it would be too fast for Legacy.
I would be surprised because Legacy's got Belcher. And
That's true.
Belcher is
It's a terrible. It's a hard deck.
Belcher's not a great deck.
It's a glass cannon.
Yeah. Force of Will is a fantastic all-around answer to everything. So
Hmm.
a lot of decks that cheese like that do struggle.
Yes.
Finds
Alright.
the munitions expert going to be shooting down any creatures that will be played in the future. Chris really just not happy with this Badlands though.
Yeah, it's true. I love how Zach just keeps getting the motion expert because he really wants to. He's like, I put black in this deck for a reason, and I'm gonna cast it, or not
Yeah.
even cast it, just put it in play.
I'm Zach. I
Incredible.
don't even blow up this Jitte right now. There's no creature. Doesn't even matter.
Trigger on the stack, puts in the 2-drop. All right,
That's value.
that's value. Yep. Then now we're playing with portals, guys.
All right,
I wonder if he
searching
has a
around.
swamp. I don't think he'd have a swamp, would he?
I would be surprised at a swamp. Yep. I think we're gonna see goblins get it. What it's looking like goblins right now.
Oh mate, all those little gobos.
Choo choo all the way to Goblin Town.
With Krenko.
Oh, ringleader.
Ringleader. I think he has a Krenko in his hand.
I think he does too. Oh, the
wow.
one.
That's a little bit of a whiff. But you know, he
Yeah,
got one.
but is it? Can you really whiff from this position?
Yes. I mean, yeah, unfortunately nothing's got haste.
It's still a
but
2/2 with haste.
That's true, that's true.
I thought ringleader had haste. I'm
No,
surprised.
it doesn't have haste, no. But I just thought the other guys have there's so many goblins that give haste, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Wait, you sure? Maybe it does have haste.
I'm like pretty sure ringleader. Yeah, ringleader has haste.
Maybe he's playing around
Yeah.
settle.
Chris scoops it up, stuck under the Badlands.
Yeah.
It's a brutal one. All right, let's bring it back to the
Bring it
casters.
back to the Yeah, it does have haste, yeah.
Welcome back, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
We're here. I'm Tom Top Deck Lynch.
My name's
Joining me,
Lee Hung Yun, I'm here. Thanks for tuning in and watching us watch the best format in Magic, also known as Legacy.
yeah. All right, so it looks like we've got 14 minutes left on the round. I don't think that's enough time to find a backup match. So you want to run some trivia?
Mate, if you got some trivia, shoot it. Hit it.
You ready for some trivia?
I am.
All right.
I was about to say, do you remember the questions? Wow, this guy, impressive. 1 second.
I wrote down a few, and I remember a few.
Mind you guys, I'm terrible at trivia, so I'm going to try to get this. Tom has really hard questions.
I'm a big fan of the technical questions, you know?
Okay, I'll try my best. And again, chat, if you can answer it, answer it. I will not look at the chat for the first like 30 or 60 seconds.
Let me make sure this question is correct, because when I wrote it, I'm not sure. All right. There's one mono black card that can destroy artifacts.
Wow.
Specifically.
I should know this one.
What card is it?
Mono black card.
Don't look at chat.
I know, but I look up black cards all the time. I mean, I look up cards in general all the time. I'm always constantly on my phone. Okay. I don't know, but can you give me a clue of what set it's in?
I'll give you a clue. It's in Antiquities.
Yeah. Mono black.
Mm-hmm. Mono black. Do you want another clue?
I want CMC.
2. I can
Okay.
give you more stats of the card as well.
Does it literally say destroy target artifact or bury artifact, whatever?
It is a card that can destroy artifacts specifically.
It's a card. Okay. Let me think.
Would you like its type?
It's a creature, isn't it? No.
It's not.
No. It's a sorcery?
No.
Instant.
No.
Okay, I'm lost.
It's an enchantment.
Ah.
It's an enchantment that costs 2. It's from Antiquities.
Okay.
Chat's already got it. Chat got it early.
All right. What is it? I don't know it.
It's Gate to Phyrexia.
Gate to
Pull
Phyrexia?
that card up in chat for everyone.
For sure. Wow. Maybe we can pull it up here because it's an old card.
Oh, you're right. We might be able to pull it up on the screen. Gate.
Wow. I guess it's gate. Just have a gate. Our corresponding number because we're still stuck on the other thing. Yep.
Yeah, so Gate to Phyrexia.
Oh, this must be a really old card.
Yeah, it was printed in Antiquities right there. Gate to Phyrexia.
Sacrifice one of your creatures in your Indonesia. Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I don't think I would have known that because I don't.
Pretty wild. I only
yeah.
know this one because of Commander.
Yeah. I could see
Because
that.
it's the only black card you can play in Commander decks that
All right, next
blows
question.
up artifacts.
I don't know. Yeah, it looks awesome, and I just don't look up antiquity cards enough.
That's fair.
It's an enchantment. Wow. Okay.
All right. Here's another one.
All right.
Caracas is a card in a cycle. Can you name the other 4 cards in the cycle?
Oh no. I should know this as a legacy player. All right. I mean, so should I? Caracas is in a cycle. Can I name the other? All right. Hold up.
You don't. Let's see how many you can get.
All right. Are they? Caracas came out in Legends. No.
Crocus came out in Legends. The full cycle is in Legends, and they all follow the formula of tapping for a color of their respective color
Yeah.
and having a second ability.
Okay.
A few of these are
I'm not looking. I'm not looking. It's fine.
only one other sees competitive play.
Okay. So I'm just trying to figure out the colors. So we have Caracas is white.
Yep.
All right. Black is not Phyrexian Tower. No.
Black is not Phyrexian Tower.
I'm just trying to name legendary
Yeah.
lands, but like this is really hard because I don't know the cards from back then. If you're talking like recent cards,
I'll
like,
give you a hint.
All right.
One of them is Pendelhaven.
Okay. Yep. Pendelhaven was for green.
Yep.
Caracas is white.
Yep. The other
Um,
three see no competitive play.
I wouldn't even know. I should have gotten Pendelhaven because I know that like, there's an old version of that card. I'm just trying to think about cards that have old versions of it, or not even old versions, just like in those colors. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Talaria?
Oh, Talaria West.
Talaria.
Just Talaria.
Talaria.
Just Talaria. Okay.
Talaria,
Yeah.
Urborg,
Yes, the black one. Yes.
and Hammerheim.
I don't know what's Hammerheim do.
Hammerheim removes Mountain Walk, I believe.
Moves? Oh, look.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Hammerheim.
13. Removes all land walk.
Oh, removes all Landwalk. Remove all Landwalking abilities.
How would I
Okay.
wouldn't know that?
Yeah, it's wild, right?
Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay.
And then there's Talaria.
These are good questions. I'm just really bad at this, by the way, guys.
Removes banding.
Of course.
Naturally, the blue card removes banding.
Wait. Banding, is that when like a bunch of creatures attack at once as a group?
Banding lets a bunch of creatures attack as like a mob.
One
basically.
entity.
Yeah. And then Urborg removes First Strike or Swamp Walk.
I know that one. I've put that in one of my decks, but I forgot that it was
Yeah.
part of
It's
the
wild.
Legends. Yeah. And also there's a new version of that, right?
There's Urborg Tomb to Yawgmoth.
No, but I mean like
Oh,
I think on Moto there's a new artwork for that. That's how I know Urborg.
really? Okay.
Yeah. Oh wow, that was hard.
It's
Mate, you always have the good questions, but then man,
hitting you with the hard ones.
I guess,
It's
like, I'm not very good at
encyclopedia, you know?
Yeah. All right, what else? What else you got?
All right. Let's hit you with another one, huh?
Oh mate, give it to me. Give it to me. Chat can just keep laughing at me. It's all good.
Let me chat. These are for you too, so if you want to throw answers into chat, see how fast you can get it.
Hammerheim sounds epic. I just run up because of the name. I mean, I agree, mate.
I'm having a hard time thinking of more. Those were the only two I had written down.
Okay. I'll just say like your questions
Did you have more?
fulfill the requirement of legacy viewers very well. It's just that I'm a legacy player, but I came in RTR Theros, so like I'm like my knowledge doesn't go that far back.
It's
But
tough.
it is tricky just because I am an idiot. All right, so this is the final question I had for my trivia,
Okay.
right? And it's I guess it's sort of modern because like you guys know I also do commentary for modern. I know a lot of modern as well, even though I play legacy. But this question can be applied anywhere. But I have some examples here, right? So here's the question. Magic deck archetypes are known for having obscure and strange deck names. I'm going to name 3 obscure deck names. Tell me their lines to their win con.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Eggs.
Eggs. So eggs wins by playing a bunch of eggs that 1-mana artifacts that when they go to the graveyard draw you a card, and then playing Second Sunrise or after Second Sunrise got banned, open the vaults and Faith's Reward.
Yeah, what do they use to win?
Pyrite Spellbomb.
Good. That was exactly what I was trying to find. All right, next one. It sounds a little bit weird, but I've just chose the weirdest name. Not all the combo decks, by the way. Cheerios.
Cheerios is a deck that plays a bunch of 0-mana artifacts, and then Saram and Pure Steel Paladin to cantrip those artifacts, and then it wins by... Cheerios is a Storm deck. It wins by playing Grape Shot.
That's it.
Yeah.
Correct. And chat also were on the ball on that one. All right, last one. Ready?
Okay.
This one's probably easy, but I thought I'd just name it because it has a funny name.
Okay.
Ponza.
Ponza. Yeah, you hit your opponent in the face with big things and destroy all their lands.
Yeah. And where do you think? What have you read on the net from where the name Ponza came from?
Honestly, I don't know. Where did Ponza come from?
From what I read, and this is what Chad is also saying. Why is it called Ponza? People have said that because it's like the reference to a pizza or like a sandwich. It's like you know, like 30% like sauce, 30% bread, 30% like something else. I don't know, something to do with like food.
Okay,
And like a lot of these are food related, which is
nice.
kind of bizarre to people that don't follow Magic. They're like, why do you play a deck called Cheerios? Like, yeah. So that was my
Do you know what Pixie Sticks is? Do you know what deck Pixie Sticks
Pixie
is?
Sticks.
Yeah.
No, I did not know that one. Someone has mentioned it in the forums when I was
Yeah,
doing
Pixie
research.
Sticks is a deck. It's no longer called Pixie Sticks.
Okay.
It's now called. Uh, oh man, am I really forgetting its real name? It uses the lantern.
Oh,
It's lantern control. Yeah.
Pixis of Pandemonium,
No, Pixie Sticks.
but
Yep.
it uses Lantern of Insight.
Yeah, it uses Lantern of Insight and Pixis of Pandemonium, all that
Okay.
stuff. Yeah.
Give me a couple more because I probably know this. I'll probably try to know these ones.
Cephalid Breakfast.
Yes, I know this one. All
That's
right.
a legacy staple.
I knew this because it was a very like obscure, crazy deck, and
Oh
then
yeah.
I watched the videos and I fell in love with it, and then someone played it last week. It was really awesome. So Cephalus Breakfast. There's it's a blue and a colorless 1/1.
1/3.
1/3. Okay, that's even better. It's a 1/3, blue
I
and a
might be wrong.
colorless, and it has an ability that says when it's targeted by a spell ability, target player mills 3.
Yep.
Right, and then um, you can use that like artifact, that Shinku artifact. It's like a 1 mana art and that has 0 to equipped. You
Hmm.
keep targeting it and you mill yourself. You mill the 3 or 4 Narcomoebas in your deck.
It's a 1/1.
It's a 1/1. I thought
Yeah,
so.
you're right.
You mill yourself until you hit like Judge Return and Narcomoebas, and Narcomoebas come into play, and then you reanimate. It's so convoluted. You reanimate. You Judge Return. Um, Mimo. No,
Mimeoplasm.
Minuoplasm that
Mimeoplasm.
targets the Lord of Extinction with red murderous redcap,
Yep.
and then you fling at your opponent.
No, you just Murderous Redcap.
You
Murderous
just
Redcap's ETB
uh,
makes it deal damage equal to its power.
exactly, yeah.
Yep.
You murderous redcap and you just shoot them for 40 or 80 or whatever your deck is.
Do you know what Tin Fins is?
Tin Fins, yes. Tin Fins is a deck where it's like Reanimator mixed with
What's Tin
Storm.
Fins loop?
Tin Fins
What does
loop.
Tin Fins do to win?
I can sort of describe this if I'm on the right track, but they try to reanimate Grizzlebrand with Shallow Grave Shallow Grave, and then they draw their whole deck, and then they use Lotus Petal to play Children of Koilos, and then they gain all the life back that they lost, and then they win by storming tendrils.
Yeah, about right.
Yeah, like a bunch of rituals and
Yep.
storming,
You
and they
just
have
use
LED as
Children of
well.
Corliss.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, the whole LED is really good in that deck.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a really good. I mean, obviously people have, and they also can just win by storming, not tin pinning, but it has slightly different build of cards.
Yep. All right. So we have 2 minutes left in the match, or in the round. I'm sorry. And I think we're gonna take a short break. We will be back in about 3 or 4 minutes. And we're gonna have round 4 for you guys. While we're gone, please write in chat what you would like to see, and we will try our best to get that on for round 4.
All right, thanks guys. I'll be back 5 minutes.
All right, everyone, we're back, and we have round 4 pairings in front of us. I see one really big dredge sign. I see one person yelling dredge, and I just had a dredge player tell me to put me on. So
Yeah, let's do dredge.
let's do dredge. What's Mac at? Table 3?
Table 3. I mean, it's 3-0.
Yeah. All right, table 3.
Table 3. Oh, it's losing Philip. Oh well.
There's no painter tonight. I'm sorry. This dredge deck does have a Hogak in it. I can
Yes,
confirm.
we do have one. He has a one-off Hogak. He did show me the Hogak before. He kept saying Hogak's great, and then I
Yeah.
said to him, Hogak won an MCQ. Does that mean Hogak's back in Modern? And he's like, definitely, and it's back in Legacy.
Yeah. So the real question is, this deck has Hogak in it. Is it a Hogak deck?
Yeah,
Can
for sure.
we call this Hogak?
This is Hogak.
All
This
right.
is Hogak Dredge.
Legacy Hogak. We're gonna head down to the match. The players are sitting right now. Let's get ready.
I want to update these names. We
Yep.
have Mac Green with an E. Yeah, that's definitely Mac on the right. His bright orange hair.
Indeed.
And we have Philip One.
And who's he against?
Philip. Nice. He's at first team Philip. I think Philip should be named. He's won a bunch of 1Ks.
Perfect.
Philip. Normally, Philip, WERNER.
Perfect. Do you know what Philip's on?
Okay, I know that he's known to play mono black.
We should know.
We should know. He's right here.
We have a list.
He's probably on like a blue deck or something. Knowing him. W at the end. Good reanimator. Yeah, so he's on mono.
All
Probably
right.
red
Good
black.
one to cap off the night. Reanimator versus Dredge. Battle of the Graveyards.
Yeah. All right, guys. What do you have your money on? We have.
I'm all in on Dredge right here. I'm not gonna lie. All in on Dredge.
Yeah, you're on Dredge? Alright, I got my money on Reanimator.
I'm all in for Dredge.
I mean, like, he doesn't have counter spells. He has Cabal Therapy, he doesn't have counter spells. And I think Philip's just going to be like, bam, 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 reanimate Farfaddy, and Iona if he has to. I don't know. I think Philip's got this.
Let's see if Mac does the Dream Crush as well, because the way our prize structures work, if Philip loses this, he gets nothing. And if Mac wins this, he gets 60.
That's true, yeah. And Mac has also been coming to our commentary booth within 10 minutes of each round and be like, I'm done. What's next?
Exactly. I'm real ready for this.
Yep.
All in. Mac was talking to me earlier before this tournament. He was saying how much he loves the London Mole and how much he is having fun.
He's on Mono Black. See, he's on Lake of the Dead.
Mono Black Reanimator.
Yeah.
Okay, Lake of the Dead Reanimator.
Yeah, I've seen him play a lot of like Mono Black, and he crushed me once at a 1K, and but we still both made top 8, so that was good.
I'm excited for this. Okay.
Mono Black is explosive.
Oh, it's a fantastic deck. I'm a big fan of it. It can hardcast like one of its best threats.
Grave Titan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. I mean, I always say Green Titan, but Grave Titan is just like, yo,
See, Mac has found a hand he deems acceptable.
the good old City of Brass,
Gotta love it.
whiteboarded, Cabal Therapy.
Opens it up quick.
What did he
Wonder
name?
what he named. I bet he named Forcible or something.
Yeah.
Don't think he knew this matchup going into it, but sees double Liliana. You've got to be happy seeing that. That's 2 cards doing absolutely nothing for a few turns.
Okay, so he plays Swamp,
Yep.
and then is that Entomb, right?
That is an Entomb.
Yep.
Entomb and a Animate Dead.
Yeah, and turn Entomb, and then put in a whatever he wants, and then play the Swamp of the Lake of the Dead. Sack the. I mean, play tap for black.
Let's pull up Lake of the Dead because I believe it has a few things going on with it.
Yeah,
So it comes into play, sacrifice a swamp or bury it. Okay, so we can actually play that Animate Dead because this doesn't require you to sack an untapped swamp. So he can tap for the swamp. Tap the
no,
swamp.
he can because
Yeah,
like
yeah. I'm saying he can.
oh, you can, yeah, definitely.
Yes.
He can just like tap it.
But we're gonna see if he gets the time to. As Mac just got his second land, I see a breakthrough in his hand. This is gonna go quick.
It's so funny because like we see like the City of Brass and then Mana Confluence. Come on, Mac. Just all the. Oh wait, what is that there? What do you discard?
There's a 1 Dredge 6 in there.
Okay.
So we're gonna break through. Mac's really all in on this Dredge 6, hitting more Dredgers, so we'll see how it
What is
goes.
that? What is that Dredge 6?
Uh,
Oh, the new
Goldberry
art.
Great Troll.
It's a new art.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't respect the new art, mate. It's just I'm more about the old one. That's why.
He hits the Dredge 5, and there's a Dredge 4.
Yeah, he did talk about this before. He's like, oh yeah, Dredge 24 and turn 2.
Yeah, I was talking to him about how he's running 4 Thugs. It's a little bit abnormal, but because there's no street rates in this build, the 4 Thugs are pretty important.
He loves his Dredge.
Indeed. Going looking through for any Narcomoeba triggers he could have.
Breakthrough seems very funny.
Breakthrough's fantastic in this deck. Resolves the spell, and then he'll go through looking for triggers.
Does he have a Narcomoebas? I would assume so, right?
Oh, looks like he hit 0 Narcomoebas. That's
Wow.
brutal for Mac.
Especially because he wanted the Cabal again, right?
Yeah, that is the exact opposite of what Mac wanted to hit right there.
And now he's just gonna end a turn in Entomb and then animate dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what he can get. I wonder if Philip has a card that just shuts him down. A Gristlebrand doesn't do it.
But he draws
Yeah.
a lot of cards.
He does draw a lot of cards. We'll see what he does.
He did not grab Elishnon, he grabbed Gristlebrand.
Yeah, I don't think Philip has Elishnorn in his main.
Yeah, I think he's going for the whole, that enchantment in standard where you have 4 different demons and you win the game.
I bet that's the move.
That's definitely the line there.
All right, let's see the top deck. Oh, finds the Dark
Ritual. Of course he had the
He's gonna
Dark
do it
Ritual.
extra dirty.
Yeah. I just think, doesn't even need to play this Leg of the Dead.
And has a black mana floating as well.
Wait, he doesn't lose life. Oh, he's drawing cards. All right. I'm like,
Yep.
yeah, it's Animate Dead. But yeah, okay.
Pay 7 life, draw 7 cards.
I've never done it before.
Never done it?
No.
You're missing out. You're not playing Legacy if you don't pay 7 life to draw 7 cards.
I just can't maths. I can only gain life through Gilman Post.
Gristlebrand gains life too, don't worry.
You're right. Gains only 6 of this scenario here.
It is unfortunate.
Seems like Mac doesn't like his deck. He just keeps putting it in the graveyard.
Yeah. Looking through, see if there's any threats in there, but Mac really doesn't have anything that scary. Doesn't have the mana to flashback a Faithless Looting.
I love how
Do
like
that.
both of them are being unfair. Like Mac has literally put like 20, 30 cards in the graveyard, and Philip has 14 cards. It's like 10 or 15 cards in his hand. Both of them are just
Exactly.
like representing Legacy in the best light that they can.
We put on a lot of fair decks on the cameras, especially because it's a lot more entertaining to watch, but this is also Legacy.
This is
This is what modern players think Legacy is.
pretty much. And we're here at Legacy Mox Boarding House representing what Legacy could. Have you had fun in Modern? Come play Legacy.
Alright, Mac counting out what's going on. Make sure Philip doesn't pull anything sneaky. Throws the Lily down. It's not going to do a whole lot, though.
He doesn't have a hand. Philip, why are you doing this? He should be grabbing the big
No,
dice.
he's got to be able to discard his own big boys.
That's true. That's true. Oh, I mean, that's actually hot. That's
Yeah.
actually, I didn't even realize
No,
that.
that's exactly what he's doing.
I think he's played this deck before.
Oh, probably. At least 3 times.
Yeah. Just waiting for those wastelands. Duress.
Yeah, that card's not great here.
We just fired the Duress off. I know
That
he
would
has
be
no...
a power move.
Yeah, just absurd authority. I mean, he could also have
Going
another
through, looking for Icarids.
That's true. That's
Looks
true.
like Mac has a Icarid count of 2 currently. Icarid, not a great attacker into Gristlebrand, though.
By the way, doesn't Mono Black also sometimes play Dark Depths?
I haven't seen Mono Black play Dark Depths other than when Mac is playing it.
Okay, because I've seen like people just jamming Hex Mages in there and just like a couple Dark Depths, and
That
they were
would
like
be pretty sweet.
off to the races. It's like I'm playing Reanimator.
All
Oops,
right.
here's a 2020.
You've got 3 Icarids. Let's see if Mac can just win the game from here. Dredging 6. Oh, we found one of the Narcomoebas. We did it.
I swear there's 4 in there.
Yeah, Narcomoeba jump blocks Gristlebrand.
That's true. That's a good point. It's only 6-7.
Phillips at 13. Not sure how relevant it is. No, we're sending... Looks like we're going to therapy some people.
Yeah, I wonder if we milled a Hogak yet.
Let's find the bridge count currently.
Yeah, I was just say.
Bridge count is... Man, Mac was not very lucky with these dredges. Bridge count of 3. Oh, never mind. That's a bridge count of 3. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I was just say he also.
Oh, sees a Massacre Worm.
I mean,
And
he
his
drew it.
Massacre Worm, Hymn to Turok, Liliana of the Veil.
Nice.
Oh boy. Got some hot and spicy magic right here.
I mean, do you think he anticipated the bridge? So he's like, gotta keep this Masker Worm.
Philip can actually hard cast this Massacre Worm next turn. If
Alright,
it
so you
doesn't
go 1,
get
2,
taken.
play the swamp.
Yes, no, so you tap both swamps, play the Lake of the Dead. Sack
of the Dead,
one,
that's what I
sack the
meant.
other to the Lake of the Dead ability. 6 mana.
Sack 1, so that's, wait, 1, 2, that's 4, it's 6. Masker Worm, is it 6 mana?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Massacre Worm is 6 mana.
I mean, it makes sense. It's probably one of those, like, win the game sort of 6 mana creatures.
Yeah, 6 mana, 6/5.
That makes sense. Seems completely fair with the whole bridge sort of scenario in the play.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, what are the chances of Mac killing one of these creatures?
And your opponent takes 2 for every creature it kills.
Yeah, it takes 2, yep. Seems good.
Mac trying to figure out how he's not totally dead right here. Let's see if he can figure it out.
Oh, this
I
is
saw
gonna
one more therapy in there, so the worm can be taken.
end very well.
You know, Mac's not dead yet.
That is true.
He does still have a small opportunity. The madman could pull it out indeed.
He can get there. He can get there. He'll be right. Mate, I have faith. Maybe he'll play tracker or something.
Looking at our zombie count. Yep, packs it up, realizes if that Gristlebrand hits, it's over.
Yeah, definitely. Just draw more cards, right?
Exactly. Doesn't even need to be the top 7, top 14, top 15 because you draw for turn.
Yep. Do you think Philip could play Urborg in this? What's the ability again? Like it makes creatures gain Swamp Walk or something?
It makes creatures lose Swamp Walk or a first strike.
Or First Strike.
Or first strike.
What-
Because
what-
that's what black cards do.
Why does black make creatures lose First Strike?
Why does Talaria make creatures lose banding?
Because they need to stop the ban of white creatures. Like, what was banding used? It was used in white creatures, right? Or just all creatures?
I think banding was used in at least every color of creature once.
Ah, yeah.
Banding, I think, at one point was intended to be like a whole thing.
It's okay. I agree with you, but now that I'm in R&D Wizards of the Coast, I think we should bring banding back into standard.
Oh, please. Please give me banding again.
All right, so Philip took that match.
Yep, both of these players sideboarding pretty heavily. I expect to see some Ley Lines of the Void now.
Wait, no, but none of them are playing any graveyard shenanigans here. They're both just playing fair magic.
Yeah.
Why are they both playing ley lines? It does not make sense.
So yeah, so it looks like banding is like it's very heavily primarily white, but it's been in every color at least once.
Gotcha. I'm glad we got that clarified, chat. I'm very glad. Also, remember it's Prime Day today and yesterday.
Is it Prime Day? Are we shilling for Amazon?
No, I mean like you can buy your banding cards
Okay.
from
Pick
Card
up our
Kingdom.
from Card Kingdom on Prime Day.
Yeah, on Prime Day. Yeah,
Let's go.
come on, guys. You can buy all your cards at cardkingdom.com. All right.
Seeing what he's sideboarding out. Out comes the hymns and the duresses and the beseech the queens. That all
And
seems
duress,
correct.
yeah, it seems pretty bad to make your opponent discard a discard stuff through Thoughtseize. I'm appreciating him showing us. I mean, is that like in 10 cards or something? He's got spell
Brings
balls,
in
pack
the pack rats. In comes RTR Standard All Star.
Yeah, I hope he didn't hear us because he's actually just like 3 meters away.
Have you ever cast pack rat in a limited game?
A limited game?
In a game of limited. Have you ever cast pack rat?
Yeah. Yes,
Feels good, right?
because I played it in Cube.
Okay, well, it's not as OP in Cube.
I know, but it was really fun.
Still feels good, right?
So one thing I've been really getting into is Battle Box. My friend showed me a really amazing Battle Box.
Battle Box is fantastic. Jeremy Edwards, a Magic staple here, has a really sweet Battle Box that he's been working on for quite a while now.
Yeah, I played his one and it was so fun. We actually
yeah.
played it for like 2-3 hours and I was like, this is fantastic fun.
No, Battle Box is super great.
What does
All
chat
right.
think about Battle Box? Do you guys like it?
Rolling around, looks like I see a Leyline in Matt Green's hand. I don't see a Leyline in Philip's hand. Oh, there's a Silent Gravestone.
And
That's pretty
LED.
big.
Mate,
Mac
there's
has
too
got
many
to be happy
permits.
with this opener. Does he have a dredger? That's the next question. Because he's pretty stuck now. I see not a whole lot else going on.
What's that land called again? The one that like pains you?
Cephalid Coliseum.
That's the one you can like if you have
If
threshold.
you have threshold, you can pay a blue and sack it to draw 3 cards and discard 3 cards.
Hmm.
It actually says target player, so Leovold decks used to use it because you could make your opponent draw 1 card and then discard 3.
Oh, what?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
Alright, here is the Nile Spellbomb. Relevant that it does not target a card in a graveyard, so Silent Gravestone does not stop it, I believe.
Pack rat, and another spell bomb. Pack rat.
Ooh,
The good
Max
old.
looking at double Spellbomb is not happy with that.
Do you guys realize that was just turn one on both
Oh
sides
yeah.
here?
How great is this?
Philip has a turn one pack rat with the double spell bomb.
Turn 1 Spellbomb, turn 2 Spellbomb Pack Rat.
Mate, pack rat's
A
gonna
classic.
get a count. Mate, I
A
hope
true legacy opener.
he needs another land, right?
Because it's a Lotus Petal, that's a land, I think.
That's true.
Kind of. If Mac is able to get his hand up to 7, he could crack Lion's Eye Diamond, discard his whole hand, have Threshold, and use Cephalid Coliseum.
Yep.
That'd be pretty sweet. There's the
Oh.
Dredger. That's what Mac has been needing.
It just like throws me back to good old like RTR standard.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like Mono Black Devotion, Desecration Demon, Pack Rat, Grey Merchant Asphodel.
I have a feeling Mac is going to have a very hard time with double Spellbomb.
And that's
I mean-
Putrid Imp, right?
That is a Putrid Imp. Discarding a Dredger to it, we're going to eat a Spellbomb. Probably won't even eat a Spellbomb here. I imagine Philip is actually just going to be happy to wait for the graveyard to get a bit bigger.
So Phil was just like converted into Mono Black Rats.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does look like Mono Black Rats.
If any of you guys have seen Stranger Things, Philip's definitely on theme here. Season 3. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's a very good season. I'm only like 4 episodes deep, so
Now we got the Dredge. There's double Dredger in the yard now. I wonder when Philip is going to decide that it's worth cracking a Spellbomb. Because I feel like if I were Philip, with double Pack Rat out, I'd be pretty aggressive with these Spellbombs.
I mean, if you're not doing anything with the mana, you might as well start like cracking them and drawing cards.
It's fair.
Because Pack Rat activation is 3 mana, isn't it?
Pack Rat activation is 3 mana, correct.
How do I know that? Oh wow, it's because I'm an amazing commentator.
It's scary, right?
Yeah, right.
Discards the Leyline of the Void to the Putrid Imp and sends in for 1 flying.
And it gives it flying.
It does give it flying. This card is to give it flying.
Awesome.
I know, right?
Because he wants to get across those pack rats. That
Those
are
Pack Rats are spooky, man.
Yeah. Oh wow. All right. So he's got to end and turn, entomb to
Find Iona. I think, ooh, baby.
just to mill a card.
That Iona will be brutal.
Yeah. He's trying to play around the.
Oh, no, just doesn't want to draw the Iona.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Yeah. He's just a mill a card, but like
Mhm.
he's playing around the good old Fate Seal.
Mhm.
Yeah, to shuffle the deck. There's that
Right.
card. There's a random goblin. I think it's a goblin. Some random creature. Like every time you shuffle, it gets a counter.
Every time it's there's Kosi Trickster, which is
That's
a
it, yeah.
merfolk.
You're right. The trickster. Yeah, he's like a 1 mana or 2 mana.
He's 1 mana, yeah. It's from Zendikar, a
That's it.
rare.
That's
A
what I
rare
remember.
merfolk from Zendikar for blue. It's a 1/1.
All right, guys. Pack Rat activation is online, my friends. He's going to discard a card into the void.
Look at his handful of Pack Rats.
Yeah, I know, right? That's why, like, when I used to play this in standard, I'd just be like, oh, "Wow, I drew another Pack Rat." What a coincidence. Yeah, it was good times.
Pack Rat is good times. All right, doing the Dredge 5.
I mean, I was just saying he's just going to crack it.
There we go. The crack. Mac knows it's over, but he's on camera, so he's being a good sport.
He's been a good sport. Yeah. I mean, for Philip to be winning this through Pack Rat aggro, I think I'm satisfied.
I've seen this deck actually does use Pack Rat aggro relatively often. It's very powerful. There's a lot of decks that like after you sideboard for a Reanimator deck, you'll have a hard time dealing with Pack Rat aggro.
Yeah, I mean, because like it's like, do they have Pack Rat aggro in their sideboard,
Mm-hmm.
or do they not?
Exactly.
So funny that actually, I don't know if you knew about this, but sometimes people in Modern, they would have in Boggles, they have 4 Glistener Elves in sideboard.
Okay.
Because like
Yeah,
You
no,
just-
I've done this. I
Yeah.
used to play Boggles a lot.
You just bring in the Glistener Elves and put pants on them.
Exactly, it's like a Boggle with double strike as long as your opponent doesn't have removal.
Yeah, man. But I mean, people still, if they're smart enough, they keep it in removal because the Core Spirit Dancer is so strong.
Yeah, we're sending with the Icarid. I have yet to see a Hogak. Quite disappointed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I was expecting Hogak. I mean, the double spell bomb is sort of rough, right?
It is. It's pretty hard to play around for a dredge deck. You really just get reset twice, basically. Bare minimum those spell bombs do is double time walk.
All right, so right now Mac is going to give it flying, and by discarding the Sting Eve, and then he's going to block a pack rat. And I have a feeling Philip drew another pack rat.
Oh, I would believe it. Philip's been on a roll with these pack rat draws so far.
Yep. And no one here has an Omen machine, so drawing is a mandatory step in their phases.
Indeed.
All right, good
Mac
game.
throws the hand. It's a game. We got a 4-0 mono black animator
No,
tonight.
3-1.
Oh, 3-1. You're right. All right,
Yeah,
they both
yeah.
went 3-1. There you go. We're gonna bring it back to the booth for a quick goodbye.
Hey guys.
Thank you for joining us here at our Mox Boarding House Ballard for our weekly Legacy tournament.
Mhm.
We'll be running Legacy and Modern on Thursday.
Yep.
I will believe we'll be streaming Modern from Mox Boarding House Bellevue.
Yep.
So tune in for that. It'll be on the exact same channel. And then other than that, hope to see you guys next week or at any special events we run on the weekends.
I mean, like the LPS is on Saturday, so they're going to be
Oh,
streaming
you're right.
that. You know,
On
you have-
Saturday, tune in. We have the Legacy Preservation Series Invitational, where
Yep.
some of the best Legacy players we have in the area are going to be playing for a flight to Eternal Weekend. All
Mate.
expense paid trip.
Very exciting,
Super
very
nice.
exciting. And then and then we also have next week. I'm also commentating next week as well, so I'll be
Okay,
around.
there you go.
I'll be commentating with Kelvin. I
Tune
think.
in for Lee.
Yeah, round 2. After my trip to San Diego Comic Con. But apart from that, yeah, the Legacy Preservation Series is on Saturday. We have Modern on Thursday. Hope you guys enjoy your night. It's been
Yeah.
fantastic. We have some great rounds and great games tonight, and appreciate you guys joining.
Everyone take care.
See you later.